yet. The show has not started 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 yet. The show...
Stop laughing, I'm doing a funny voiceover. Now you've ruined it.
How do I paint? Right. Let's fucking find out.
It was the summer of 79. I met a boy on the scene in the Lower East Side. We scribbled words on the walls, spray painted the town. Hip hop, punk rock, bottoms upside down. Yeah, the Bronx was burning and the city was turning in its grave. Beats were breaking, bomb beat train scraping.
The show has not started yet.
It was the same old, 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 same old. It was the autumn 2006. CBGB's closed the curtain, final act, Patti Smith. Towers collapsed, the compact disc was obsolete. Boredom is the birthplace of creativity. He stayed in his bedroom with his MacBook Pro. 9/11's Great Recession dwarfed the planet Pluto. Stop and frisk raised the risk for mainly blacks and Latinos. Hey, so yeah. It was the summer 2019. He was a content creator who blew up on IG. Hashtag fame, internet celebrity. Made $1 million mining cryptocurrency. And the world was trolling for America to become great again. Control, 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 control. Guns were rolling, Kanye West was running for president. It was the same old, 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 same old. It was the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old.
I thought I couldn't hear myself. You absolute... This is sabotage. This is sabotage. He says, Katherine, you start the show. Honestly, I won't mess about. You can do this seriously. You can take control of this situation. I won't mess it up. I promise I won't mess it up this time.
What an idiot! I didn't.
First of all, not focused. Second, no fader. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit!
Now there's been a spillage.
Some people are going to hate this because I think the bin is closed. Okay.
No, the bin is closed.
Bear with me. Sorry, Katherine.
Well, I was going to kind of introduce the idea of what this show is about, but I think we've just summed it up. It's about 3 hours too long of two idiots just about surviving. Oh my God! There's an unfortunate stain on his wall now. The bell is wet. Still works.
Hang on, everybody, just cool out.
Oh my God! You're having quite the evening.
I can see why talk radio let us go. We're idiots.
They let him go. They wanted to keep me.
They did want to keep you, but they wanted you to work on a show that was crap. Right.
Anyway, late night alternative. You get the idea.
Okay, well, can I just check on the back of that opening? Refresh. I can't type in the chat. Refresh.
Now, I told you we should have named this stream Technical Difficulties with Iain Lee.
Why is my internet not working? Refresh, can you see us? We're on my phone. Can you hear us? We are on my phone. We're using my data.
We are, but it'll be worth it.
My internet.
Just to give you a little bridge while we work out why his internet's gone off.
We had 2,000 viewers. My internet's gone.
Now, what's happening? We wondered what would happen if this happened. Now we're finding out.
My internet's down. It's not BT, it's not Virgin. I blame Wooten. I blame Daniel Wooten.
Here we go, look.
Your connection has dropped. Yeah, I know my connection has dropped. Don't worry about the title. Guess what? I didn't have time to do the title. Oh, we might be back. Quick, check the internet. We might be back.
Get in. Yes, I just got an email.
Okay.
From a shop, of course.
Oh, God. God, I hate things.
Is this because you let me start the show? I wasn't pressing any buttons.
Please, can you tell me, have you got... I don't care you got an email.
No, I know, but that suggests that...
Bear with us, caller. Have you Googled it? I can't Google it. The internet's down. We're not having a domestic, but I'll have a domestic with you like in a minute. The stain on my wall is excellent. I bet we've got like 60 viewers now after hitting 2,000. No, the internet's still down. Welcome to the show, guys. We're going to do it on my phone.
It's all good. You had a really good day today as well. This is the payoff.
I'm just going to keep looking at that. This is the switch it off and switch it on again. What do you think we just did? 482 people. Well, you can hear us, right?
The hardcore.
Are you saying you can hear us? Oh dear God, what is going on here? Anyway, how's your day going, guys? I did have a great day. Down from 2,000 viewers. Sweet Lord.
Limmy's outside with a flipping spanner.
In it!
And a pair of pliers.
Anyway, welcome to... Quality is good, the angle is a bit wonky. We're on my phone! We're on my bloody phone, waiting to see if my internet boots up. My Streamlab seems to be down. Something very spooky has been going on. I'm not tethering my PC using my phone because I'm on giffgaff, and that will cane my data.
I think we might be back.
I think we might be.
Yes,
Suggest
we
you
are.
all come and watch Iain, Lee and Kath on Twitch. So much disaster in just the first 4 minutes, and it's beautiful.
Right, go. We can go in the mainframe.
But I'm scared to.
Do it.
Well, I can't get Streamlabs to open. It was going to be such a hot opening. It was going to be so hot.
It wasn't. We were planning shambolic. We weren't planning this shambolic.
No, it was supposed to be good. Right. The stream is going to end. Then hopefully the stream is going to start again in about 20 seconds, all right? So when this ends, refresh.
Yeah, and we'll pretend it never happened.
Are we back? Can you hear us now? Can you see us? Are you using Nigel's phone to do this? I think you can see us.
Do you remember when you first Skyped your parents?
Fair play. We had 2,000. We've still got 643 people.
The hardcore.
We only lost 25% of our viewers. No, we lost. We kept 25%. We only lost. What's
70.
70%. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much again. Welcome back.
So what they missed? Well, so much.
Tonight was the night, right? We were going to come in and we were going to be firing on as many cylinders as two old people can have. And we were going to kung fu kick our way across the screen. And it was an absolute...
It was everything it was ever going to be when we attempt a big start. You know, like how Kiss get winched in and there's explosions and that. This is our version of that.
I tell you what we're going to do. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat because we kind of ignored the chat the last few days, and we will incorporate... The chat is not the show. The show is us and is the phone calls and is the guests. But I'm also aware that a lot of you come in and join the chat, and we really appreciate it. So I'm going to say hello to...
People are saying this is funny. This is a very serious show. How dare you?
Tonight we're talking about COVID. I want to say hello to Stephen Todd, Danny Beckenham, Andrew Zippy, Dodgy Goth. I want to say hello to whoever this is. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
This is Joni. I'm sorry, but I'm not home. I died in a car crash.
Hello?
Goodbye.
There we go, you see.
It's always so brief with some of these people. Here's a little tip: if you're going to ring in, turn the stream off. Because some people are talking to the stream, we noticed. Like when we used to do the radio show, some people would be talking to the radio, which was difficult because there was even more of a delay when they were on air talking to us there. So,
hello to Boyet, who just subscribed. Thank you. Paul Paranoid, Dry Eye Dan, Victoria the First, Ungruntled. We're going to get rid of you.
I don't know what you're doing here.
I don't know what you're doing here, silly sausage. As Friends Rust. I saw someone there with the little kid. Hello, welcome to the only phone-in show on Twitch.
And I think we now know why. If you want to give us a shout, you can give us a call on the number below. You can Skype TLNA. You can email latenightalternative@gmail.com. Any of those things.
Click follow, click subscribe, click whatever you want to click. I don't mind.
Right, that's enough of us bossing you about.
Let's get some phone calls.
Do what you want.
Let's get some phone calls. Oh, let's get some phone calls. It's clunky tonight.
I tell you what's going to happen at past though in 15 minutes. You know.
No, it's not.
I'm hoping.
It's not.
Well, it would be the night we get my mate on, wouldn't it?
Yes.
We're going to speak to Katie Puckrik. Hopefully.
Okay, that's not working. If you call in and we don't answer, I'm going to try and call you back at some point. So be prepared for an answer or a call if you would like to be part of the show. Good evening. You are on the Late Night Alternative.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
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 Oh, look, Tyler's on. We said we'd put him to the front of the queue. This
Hi.
is fun, but we need to speak to an actual
Hello, Tyler.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
There he is.
Tyler's got the best hair. I
He
mean,
has.
he's just got the best
It's,
goddamn hair in the business.
It's laggy.
It's laggy. You're lucky it's on at all, Tyler. We've had an awful nightmare this afternoon.
Are you laggy or are we lag? What is laggy?
Hello. I can't.
If I get rid of this picture, maybe if I get rid of my camera, that might make it run a little bit smoother. Is that any better?
Oh, crap.
Tyler, can you hear us?
Oh, my God.
Tyler,
I'm thinking no.
can you
Hello?
hear us? It has to.
I can't see you.
Don't worry about
Turn the
seeing
camera
us.
off so we could hear.
I
So you could hear us.
Oh, my God.
I think he's finding it off-putting.
Hello.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us,
I can
Tyler?
hear you. I can
Good.
hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
Hey,
can't see you.
don't worry about you seeing us. We've turned the camera off.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
Can you unban me from I'm banned still on Twitch
What? Hang on.
Right
Why did you get banned?
because I kept on saying I don't know actually. I don't know.
Oh no!
What did you
No!
keep on saying?
No! What did you keep on saying, boy?
I put call back and
I'm going to unban you. I'm going to unban you, but don't keep spanning. I saw you. Tyler, what's your name on there?
Tyler Jack 47.
Tyler Jack 47. That doesn't exist. What have I got wrong? Hang on. Unban. How are you spelling it?
It's all together. There's no
Yeah, I just did that and it didn't come up.
Wait, why not? Come on.
I don't know. Tyler, so are there any capitals in that?
No, there isn't.
TYLERJACK.
No, what? It's not spelled Jack. It's spelled AK instead. It's not it's spelled AK.
Here's 47. Here's the thing, guys. If you're not banned from the channel, okay, cool. You're unbanned. Welcome.
Oh, can you also unban my phone number also?
Your phone number's not banned.
No, my Skype one isn't, but my phone number is the 01759.
Whoa! Don't give out your phone number on the internet. I don't think we banned your phone number.
Well, I couldn't call on the 5th.
Did it?
The 5th.
Did it just ring and then go to answer phone?
Yeah.
That means you're not banned. That just means we were busy.
If someone else is on the phone, that's what'll happen.
We were busy.
Okay.
All right. We're all groovy.
I didn't actually tell you how I found your channel.
Go on.
Do you know when you was on the Nicholas Omalona's YouTube channel?
Yeah.
You helped them prank. Yeah, I recognised you, and then I pressed on your channel.
Oh, wicked.
And on your Twitch channel.
Nico Milano is a YouTuber, guys, and we did a video with him where we pranked one of his friends. It was very funny, but then it was all Nico's idea, right?
And you think, well, they know each other really well. This will be fine. They'll be able to sort it out. It's not too mean.
Yeah.
Caused a massive stink with them, didn't it?
Yeah, but he blamed me for it, not you, not Nico. He blamed me for it. I tell you what, we'll play a bit of it a little bit later on, I think.
Yeah. And
All right.
I haven't actually told my auntie that was on.
Never
on
tell
yesterday.
her. Never tell her. Keep it our secret, Tyler.
But she didn't like being on YouTube.
Unlucky.
Because you put them on YouTube, she didn't like being on YouTube.
That's unlucky, isn't it?
Auntie.
That's unlucky. You tired, man?
Can you put the camera back on?
No, because it's lagging.
Why not?
It's lagging.
Is it?
Yeah. It's lagging, man. Tyler, have you got anything you wish to say now? Because I can see other people calling in, and I'm going to go to them if you don't.
No. Bye.
Take
All
care.
right, it's all good. See you
Take care,
later,
man.
Tyler.
Bye bye. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, must remember to keep going to that. Must go to that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the strangest Twitch stream I've seen, but I kind of like it, says
Good.
Leighton.
Good.
Leighton, you know what, Leighton? I like the cut of your jib. You're getting a VIP, Leighton. Hang on.
I mean, he didn't say he liked it that much.
1987. You're a VIP, Leighton. Welcome to a very, very elite club. Hello, caller.
Who's that? Someone listening to the stream. No, Pete, baby, you're not going to see a raging wiener anytime soon because we check first.
No.
Our wiener detection device is very, very sensitive.
If you call on the phone, you don't have to use cam. If you've got Skype and you feel comfortable using your cam, we'd love it because it adds a unique element. But if you haven't or you don't fancy it, that's cool. Hello, 628. Are you going to say anything?
Just checking it works.
Okie dokie. Hello, caller. You're on the... No! Hello, caller.
Hello.
Who are you, sir?
Hello, I'm Chris. How are you?
Hello, Chris. I'm top of the world.
Sorry, mate. Let me turn the stream down here, mate.
Yeah, turn the stream down.
Sorry, mate. Right, I've done that. Yeah, you're right, yeah? Big fan of your show.
What part of the show do you like the most?
Just a bit of banter between yourselves and you have a bit of serious discussion, obviously. I'm here to talk a bit about politics, if you don't mind.
It depends what area of politics you... Because I'm not in a politicky kind of mood today.
Are you not?
Not really. I mean, what area... Is your area of politics race?
Is my area of politics what, sorry?
Race.
Race? No.
Thanks very much for your call. They're all in tonight, guys. They're all in tonight. Let's try this 628 again. I think the racists are the ones that don't know how to answer the telephone. Hello,
Yeah.
628. No, there you go.
It's tricky.
There you go.
It's tricky. If they're the superior of the species, we're all in trouble.
Aye. 628, this is the last time I'm going to try and take your call because we've done it about 4 times and you've been unable to hold a phone conversation. So
Sorry,
let's
can
try.
you hear me?
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Can
Can
hear
you
you
hear
now.
me?
Yeah, who's that?
Hello?
I'm about to ban your phone number, 628.
Can you hear me? I'm talking.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you all being trolled by...
There we go.
Not anymore, we're not.
Absolute bells.
Seriously, though.
White supremacy.
I'll pass.
Supremacy. Oh!
Uh-huh.
Oh, hang on. Look, that's the first I've seen of the new merch.
Yeah, I've got the top.
Hey, that's the first I've seen of it. You beat me to it.
I know.
Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, man?
Yeah, really good, thank you. I'm loving these new digs of yours. It's
Dang.
really good. I'm really enjoying the show.
Digs. Did he say digs?
Diggs, and look at his
Yeah.
swanky chair.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that
I know.
swivel on it. Can you swivel on it?
I can swim.
Always
with that.
got a see-through.
That's how you do it. See, I finished my Rubik's Cube and then the kids immediately messed it up again. What I need to do is put it in a locked box.
Why have you got a transparent box?
Oh. Well, we're in the process of moving soon.
Just the
hopefully.
cube.
Yes.
That's the only way to keep them safe, you know?
Good idea. You can never be too careful with those things.
I believe that Katie Puckrik may well be in the chat, or it may be a fake Puckrik, fakey Puckrik. We'll find out at some point because we'll ask her. Jonathan, how may we help you? Actually, maybe how can you help us? Because tonight is what we call a CC car crash.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie
I know.
Puckrik says she is real, so it
Well,
must
it
be
must
real.
be true.
It must be her then. Well done, thank you.
I've just got a quick question. When's Barry going to be joining us?
Oh, he died.
He died.
Can he work the Twitch?
He died, mate.
Can his ghost work the Twitch?
I don't know. Barry is welcome. I have not given Barry the phone number, but Barry is welcome to talk to us if he wants to talk to us. You know, people will find us and will come out. You can tell him. You can give him the phone number.
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
But he won't.
No.
He's not that bothered.
Okay. All right, Jonathan, thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. But let's close that for a bit. Shall we? I'm going to open up the Zoom.
Yeah, let's speak to...
Oh, I got given... Thank you, Jeff. Jeff sent me the title cards for the Zoom, but it's been such a busy day.
He couldn't be bothered to open the file.
I couldn't be bothered to open the file. I could not be bothered.
Now everyone's claiming to be Katie Puckrik in the chat.
I'm Katie Puckrik.
Like Spartacus.
I'm Katie Puckrik.
But more glamorous.
Now, there we go. Now, what I can do with this, there's a little clever video setting.
Have you got a filter on this? Because we look gorgeous.
We look absolutely... No, I've just put it up to HD. But then what we can do is mirror the video. That's what we wanted. Good. All right, now we just wait for Ms. Puckrik to join us.
Who, of course, is watching.
Is in the chat.
Should be...
That's why she can't do it, because she is in the chat.
There's people claiming to be Lane Lee in the chat. We've heard a lot about that guy.
Welcome to the show, dear viewer. This is show 4, and already I'm thinking we just chuck it out of the window and we never come and do this again. Katie Puckrik in chat says, send me Zoom. So you are a fake, you're fakey, so I'm afraid, fakey, we have to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-zy bye-byes.
She says she didn't get the Zoom link yet. That was her.
Was that her in the chat?
Yeah, I think it was.
Let's see if that's her in the chat.
All right.
Oh, God, have I banned?
Yes, you banned our guest.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I emailed it to her.
Okay, let's do it again.
Flipping it. What a show. And I haven't pressed record.
My God. This is a collector's item, this programme. It's like whatever could go wrong is going wrong.
Right. Tell her I emailed her. Tell her to check it. Oh, wait. Tell her to check her...
What was that noise?
Tell her to check her spam.
She's saying it is her, and she's calling us bastards.
Oh, God. Right. What's your language? Right. Unban. Katie Puckrik.
This is going really well. She's going to be livid.
Right. I got to find my... Right, hang on. I've got to find my Google Mail because where the internet's closed. There we go. I sent it to her. Okay, that's that. Right, sorry, I wonder what that was. I sent her the goddamn email. Check your goddamn email.
What about?
That's the right email, right?
Yes.
I'm going to send it again. Technology is not our friend. Huh? There we go. Right. You got it. Anything you want, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby.
It was in spam.
There's something...
This technology isn't for the likes of us. They're right. They're calling us boomers. They're right.
They're right. We've made a horrible mistake.
We've got no business here.
Doing this.
None whatsoever. Oh, man. The state of it.
Oh, Katie Puckrik has entered the waiting room.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. You're in so much trouble.
I'm not in trouble. What? Oh my God. Hang on, she might not be able to hear us because, hang on, that's not a stern face, that's Frozen.
That's Frozen.
Oh, dear God.
There she is, she's right.
Can you hear us?
You can't hear.
Yes, I can.
Yay!
I can hear.
We got really simple technology to work. Your internet is terrible.
Yeah. What you mean, my Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Is there a delay?
It's like it's similar to the delay. I saw an episode of The Word recently where you were interviewing Adamant in Los Angeles. It's a similar quality line to that. I don't know if you remember that particular episode.
I don't remember that particular episode. I'm so sorry, but you two look lovely. I am a little miffed that you banned me from your chat, Ian.
Here's the thing, Katie. We get so many people pretending to be you. So many. It's because you've become a meme. So I had to boot you out. You have been unbanned. As if I'm going to believe someone on the internet saying they're actually Katie Puckrik.
So what had happened was you did go to spam, and the only thing that's always in my spam is a fake Claudia Winkleman.
So you blocked Claudia Winkleman. Somewhere Claudia is fuming.
She's going, why she never called back?
I thought we'd get on.
No, it's a fake Claudia Winkleman. So you guys, this is kind of like, it's great to have this chat and everything, but it's slightly interfering with my nightly ritual. I have a new nightly ritual.
Oh God, what is it? Because you were doing naked sunbathing, but obviously the sun has gone in now.
Yeah. The sun's gone in now. So my new nightly ritual is to eat picnic food. I've decided that lockdown is a little too dour and it's a little too grim. So I've installed a ritual called snack-a-dinner, and I eat painful food. I like very painful food, things with a lot of sensation, like wasabi peas and salt and vinegar crisps and kimchi.
Gosh, it's like banzai for the mouth.
Yeah, and not just for the mouth.
God, I don't know what that means.
It's kind of a ring of fire. It's a ring of fire situation.
I once was on a rowboat with my then fiance. It was a very hot day. We're in Japan. We're in the middle of a lake, and all we had to eat was a big bag of wasabi peas. They are hot and they are salty, and we were thirsty. That's a dangerous food.
You're ready to drink the lake.
That's a dangerous food. How are you finding this whole lockdown, and how seriously are you taking it?
I can't tell how seriously I'm taking it because my brain has turned to mush. I find that I am very good at isolating, but I think that's because in my apartment building, there's some very colorful characters. Oh. So for instance, I have to shut my balcony door because I don't want them to listen to me. Hold on just a second.
Okay, yeah, privacy is...
She's going to spill the tea.
If you're going to slag off your neighbours, please make sure they can't hear you.
It could be very awkward on the landing.
Please make sure that they can't hear you, because that's just not going to be fun.
Tell us.
That's a very tidy room, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the lady downstairs, so in cartoons from the 60s, the way they laugh, they have this kind of dorky southern laugh that goes like this.
Like Goofy.
So the lady, it's like good. So the lady downstairs has that laugh. Wow. And I think it's because she's high all the time. Because I get kind of a contact high. In fact, that's why I'm eating all of the munchies. I've just figured out why I'm eating snack foods all the time. Yeah. Because I'm getting a contact high from the hash that comes floating up from the balcony. And the goofy woman is just like, all the time. And then the other thing is so that sounds just, the other thing is my next door neighbor loves the ladies, and she's a lady. Okay. And there's a lot of lady loving, very voluble.
Wow. Enthusiastic.
Yes.
I'm
learning some tips.
Yeah, this is what I imagine the 60s to be like. The 60s, as we know, really were grim, outside toilets, and you wiped your bum with newspaper, and no one had deodorant. That's the point you always make. But this is how I imagine the 60s to be. Pot smoking and lesbianism running rife.
It could be rather bohemian if you weren't stuck in it all the time. It probably gets quite claustrophobic.
Well, the interesting thing is that it's kind of like, I didn't consent to this. I didn't consent to this bohemianism, so it is somewhat thrust upon me. Literally. And as you can see in my salon, I'm the only one in here. I wouldn't mind participating in some of it if I had a little, my own corner of colorfulness to indulge in, but sadly, it's just me alone. Oh, but I tell you what's come out of the woodwork: high school crushes from decades ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen a while ago? Didn't we talk about that last time we went for something to eat, like in the before times when you could do such a thing?
Yes. Well, he's been reactivated by desperation.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
But so was he your high school crush, or were you his?
Yes. No, here's what happened. Kind of satisfying. He was my high school crush. And then I grew up. And then at the high school reunion, he went boing when he saw me. And he thought, oh, I wouldn't mind a slice of that pie.
Yeah.
However, Puckrik pie, so delicious, gets a little stuck right there.
It's very spicy at the moment as well.
This one had just gotten married. So by the time he went Cahooga, when he met me at the high school reunion, he had just gotten married. Anyway, he got back in touch when he got unmarried, and he's really stepped up the activity. He lives in Madrid. He keeps asking me to come to Madrid. Do you think I should for a quick, woo-hoo?
Can't you go next door with the ladies? I mean, it's nearer and more convenient.
Yeah. And probably, nearer and more convenient, I guess.
Let me tell you something. I had a Spanish boyfriend once, and I remember going over
there.
there.
Is this the copper?
No, he wasn't Spanish. He was Italian.
Okay.
I went over there, and I kind of knew it was over, but I went over anyway. And then when I got there, I realised it was really over. But I'd kind of committed to staying there for a week, 2 weeks. It was bloody awful. So what I'm saying to you is, don't go all the way over there unless you're absolutely sure, because otherwise it's going to be awkward.
Not for a booty call, no.
No.
Okay, this is interesting, Kath, because all the other lady friends of mine are like, go on, get lubed up and get on, ride that baloney pony.
Yeah. That's an American term. For those who don't know, that's an American term for getting on an aeroplane. Okay, it's called the baloney pony over there. And lubed up means having your passport and tickets.
But it's interesting because my male friends are all going, oh, no, don't do that. That's terrible. It's a really terrible idea. But there's a plan B. He's this guy, I can't say his name, but I dazzled him. So I was a crush of his. I bedazzled him when we were 14 because we were at the homecoming game and I was kind to him. I chatted to him. So really I had poise. Yeah. And so he had a crush on me all through high school. And he told me at this same high school reunion where I was like fire. I was, oh my goodness. Anyway, so he recounted that. Well, guess what he's grown up to do, you guys.
Go on.
He builds custom-made semi-automatic rifles.
Do not go.
And he's very successful, and he sells them to Hollywood they do love them. I mean, he lives in Florida, so that's a good kind of activity. And he sells them. They appear in Hollywood movies. So like probably Arnold Schwarzenegger has bought one of his guns.
Wow.
But he sells them to hobbyists who like that sort of thing, just for like a little part-time hobby, mall assault or something. But this guy, I have to say, he sounds like fun because when you look on his Facebook, he's flying his own airplane, he's riding motorcycles, he's like all action adventure.
He's a man.
He's an arms dealer, is what he is.
On the chat, Mark says he's a keeper. Then the next comment straight underneath it from Ungruntle says avoid. It really is that disparate, the answers to that.
It is. I mean, some people do like a bad boy, but there's bad boys and like armed to the teeth bad boys, right?
I don't know how anybody could. I would hate to be looking for love or starting to date in COVID time. I mean, there's going to be some awful stand-up comedy routines in about 2 or 3 years. Do you remember dating during COVID? Let me tell you how difficult it was. But it must be tough trying to find a partner, or if you just started courting, and then there's lockdown. That's got to be tough.
Well, some people threw in all their chips, didn't they? And when I say that, I mean like moved in with someone who they really barely knew. I mean, it's either brave or crackers.
That's called a COVID slave, because that means you're just like you've tied your lot to an anvil that is just going to sink you down to the bottom of that ocean.
Yeah. I'm quite happy being on my own, living in my house on my own, seeing my kids every week. That's great.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I was thinking
not
about
living with someone who's thinking this is a terrible mistake, but I can't go anywhere.
Or if you were just about to split up, the day the lockdown was announced, that you were planning to tell your wife or your husband, I think we should split up. And you're kind of stuck in there.
I think this is make or break for a lot of relationships, and there'll be, once this is over, there's going to be like a mass exodus rather than a mass sexodus.
Well, I have news for you guys.
Yeah.
My news is I have met somebody during lockdown.
Oh.
Yes.
This is exciting.
He found me. He found me on the street.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is he furry?
No.
Katie's been wanting a cat
I'm not
forever.
sure. I like how you go to that. I like how you put all the clues together. Like, she lives alone. There's no sign of, manhood.
She found
in
him
her,
on the
her
street.
flat. So obviously, no. I was found on the street by a man. A man picked me up on the street.
Wow.
Because my COVID thing, my whole lockdown mode, MO, if you will, is I just go on long historical strolls in South London. So I go and I'll find like a bit of a crumbly wall with a plaque on it, and then I go home and research it, and then it turns out it's Marshalsea Prison, where Charles Dickens's dad was imprisoned for debt, and he turned it into material for Little Dorrit. So I'm doing things like that. Oh, the workhouse where Charlie Chaplin's mother lived, and the boys had to go and be sent away to a school in the north of London. Anyway,
So you're
I'm
saying
going on
someone
these
found
little
on the street,
walks.
You're holding an umbrella, and you just ended up with a guy following you.
No. Hey, so what happened was I was in Elephant and Castle. I was looking at this very quaint olden days Peabody Trust neighborhood, and it had a very cutesy little coffee shop there, and I was looking at it, and then I noticed there was a man on his bicycle, and he was also looking at it, and then he looked at me looking at it, and then I felt awkward because I didn't want to be noticed looking at something. I wanted to privately enjoy my solitude, and so I turned around, and then I heard a voice going, excuse me, he said, are you lost or exploring?
Oh,
well done.
That is the best line I've ever heard. Wow.
Yes.
What a player.
And so my answer was both. And then we chatted for about 10 minutes, and he seemed harmless. I didn't feel under threat. And I made some comment about, I've never seen this cafe before. I never knew this neighborhood was here. It's very quaint. I wonder if the coffee is any good there. And then he says, I've just discovered a great coffee place in Camberwell. Do you want to meet there tomorrow at 3?
Smooth.
The confidence.
Yeah.
I
know.
Because it's the COVID times. You've got to strike. It's like during the war. We might all die tomorrow.
It is that.
Speak like that. That's incredible.
It's exactly like that, Kath. It's like wartime. So make do and mend. Or maybe that was after wartime. So, yeah. So we met for the coffee the next day, and we walked and talked for 7 hours.
Oh, mate. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But I'll tell you what, here's the thing. Is my face too big on this? I'll tell you what, he kept talking about children. He's a bit broody.
Oh.
And my uterus and womb is not producing that manner of activity at the moment.
But did
It's
you
closed
tell him
for
that? I mean, you were
business.
talking for 7 hours. Surely that.
You must have covered that at some point.
At some point.
I didn't discuss my internal organs, and I just inferred that he was broody because he just kept mentioning children, and it wasn't. And so anyway, that was maybe 5 weeks ago. So we've met like once a week for long walks and talks.
Oh.
And at one stage, I mean, like at that first walk and talk, I said at a certain point, I'll just get on the bus here because that's my bus. He said, oh, I was going to go for fish and chips. And then I went, oh, I will like that too, because it's painful food. There's salt, there's vinegar. I like that. I like sensation. So anyway, at a certain stage, like maybe meeting number 3, I said, oh my God, when he was mentioning his nieces and nephews for the nth time, I said, oh my God, you are so broody. And he went, no, I'm not. I just like my nieces and nephews. I said, all you talk about is children. You are absolutely craving children. And he said, oh, well, yeah, I like kids, but no, I don't want children. Anyway, I thought I was off the hook. So this might be a thing. I don't know if it's a thing.
Wow.
Isn't that brilliant?
I think it is. That's a stroll date. Now, I only know about these because I've been listening to an American podcast where this has now become a thing, because obviously you can't have liaisons
So you
indoors
don't go
anymore,
to
so
sit
you
at a
meet
restaurant
for a
or
walk.
movie, you go and have a walk. I like the sound of that.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really
I like
nice.
it. This is why I like it, you guys, because you walk, you talk, socially distanced, don't get handsy. And then I like that there's no awkwardness at the end of like, ooh, are we going to embrace or not embrace? Like, it's just taken out of the equation.
Oh,
so it's
kissing,
very...
kissing is out of the question.
You're not allowed to kiss.
Well, no, I know, but we all know that so many people are breaking the lockdown rules.
No sneaking
but you're both sticking to the rules, and that makes it easy for you. That pressure is gone.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
I don't know why I'm holding my hands
And
like that.
because, and also...
Sorry.
And,
So sorry.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Because I like it. And also I'm very slow to make a decision. I mean, I don't like to like rush into things unless it's a cowboy from Texas and he's going to leave the next day. Then I can like get my pacing a little quicker. But this guy's local, so I don't have to like. Yeah.
No, but I also, this is the
For
other thing.
another
I've
time.
got in my head the way you walk, right? When I used to wait for you when we used to go for that lovely, we'll never probably go there again because I don't work in London anymore, right? And it's around that, and that was one of the joys of working in that dump. Was I would wait for her, and then I would see this like real slow kind of swagger. And there she would
Slow
be
swagger.
in a world of her own, but looking totally cool. So do you have to walk faster to keep up with him, or is he keeping pace with you? How does it work?
Katha is such a great question because
I think that's very telling.
It's very telling. And just to kind of contextualize this, I have little legs. Like my body is pretty much made of offcuts of other people's shapes. And so it's very mismatched. And it's very like, hey, like back at the workshop, we have this, it's a pretty good head. What do we have to go with this? Like, oh, just these little stumpy arms and legs, like a normal sized torso, but we have to stick these little twigs on it.
Yeah,
anyway, so I'm like a
day.
dachshund. Yeah, it's factory day. It was just like leftovers. It's like,
right.
what's in the, unclaimed limbs, basket. So I feel like I'm like striding down the street, walking fast, but I'm really like one of those anxious Yorkies or something. I'm like, frantically, but going an inch, a minute. So this is all to say that.
Would you ever consider inviting him into your bubble?
Not yet.
No.
No.
Holding off.
But anyway, he's a normal sized person, and he walks slow with me. So I think that's very considerate.
I like this guy.
He's winning. He's winning.
What a nice man.
What is wrong with him?
He's a very nice man.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Oh, I can tell you, there's a thing. He does. as we chat, he's very chatty, so that's great because I am too. So we're chattering away, but there's like an extra layer to his chattiness, which is he does kind of like director's commentary to everything we're doing. So he'll just constantly say things like, oh, this is such a great day we're having. I can't believe, like, look how we just met on the street and now we've had several hours walking together. And this is just so nice. It's like, I like gratitude. I love like appreciation and like going, oh, what a pretty sky, or yum. Yeah. I love this hot dog, but he's constantly narrating it. So I don't know if I haven't asked him too many personal questions, but he may have come out of like, I feel like if this is like that exciting, I don't know what kind of terrible torment he's been under. I know he did just get a divorce. So
that'll be it then. The inner monologue is loud because finally he's got someone who'll listen.
Have you been able to work during lockdown? Have you been able to do anything?
Yes. I do. Actually, I had all these great dreams of like, oh, now's the time to pound out that book proposal that I've been threatening to do, or, oh, now's the time to get going on that script for that, the scripted half hour based on growing up in Moscow. Have I been doing any of those things? No. I guess I went through a period of feeling anxious for no reason. And then I went through a period of feeling very understandably floppy. But you know what? I did love lockdown at the beginning because I felt like, the FOMO was gone. So I just felt like I'm not missing out on anything, Yeah. Iain and Kath might be attending all manner of soirees around town with Claudia Winkleman, but,
we were in the process
now
of
no one
is.
is.
Happening.
But the number of books that have not been written during COVID, I was going to write a book. Yeah. Everyone was going to write, we're going to write a book and learn a foreign language. No one did anything. We all just ate too much and played video games.
I don't think I've even finished a book like someone else has written. I can't concentrate.
I've got back into reading. I've started reading a lot. And even books on the computer books, the electronic books. I've been reading those.
Oh, modern books.
Yeah, I've been reading. You can get old books on the computer book as well.
I know you can. You can get those for free as well because they're out of copyright.
I didn't know, Katie, that you can get ebooks from your library. But you don't have to go. I had a dream the other night where I dreamt you could get an ebook on a tablet, and I woke up. I thought, I wonder if that's real. I'm going to check it, and you could. You can get ebooks downloaded. I read the first book I got was the rather tragic Corey Feldman autobiography. My God, there's a sad read if ever anybody wants to see a really bleak, ruined life. Read the Corey Feldman book, guys.
I read a book. I'm going to recommend it to you, but let me get it so I can do product placement. Hold on.
Yes,
I'm going to my library.
This is what I keep meaning to do. I keep meaning to bring the vegan-ish book that we've had to show it, but I haven't. I've got my Bruce Lee box set, which I will show in a second. I like her
Look
blouse.
at this.
Oh, now. Yes.
Did you fancy that?
I did fancy that. Pete Perfidis.
Hold on, I'm plugging you in. What was that?
I'm aware of this book. I have not read it. I think he's brilliant. He was like a music writer for Time Out and things.
Yeah, that's where he met his wife, Caitlin Moran.
Yeah. And it's
yes.
Is he fully Greek, half Greek? I can't quite remember.
He is fully Greek. So his mother is Greek, his dad is Cypriot, and their fondest wish for him and his brother would be that they learned Greek, agreed to run the chip shop empire, and they would all live happily ever after, hopefully moving back to Cyprus. And none of those things happened. I don't know if he even ever mastered Greek properly, hence the title Broken Greek. That was the best he could do. But the book is great, and it's basically how it's about a what's the word when you have a identity crisis. He had an identity crisis as a little boy because he felt so strongly that his parents really wanted him to be this little Greek boy, and he so wanted to be a British kid who embodied everything cool that he thought was cool about pop music. And so what he did was he adopted pop songs sort of as his guardians, starting with ABBA. So any lady, musical pop star who looked kind, like Olivia Newton-John or the ABBA ladies, he hoped that they would look after him and maybe be his parents. Yeah, yeah. So he liked kindness and he liked music, and so the story is told through him making sense of the world. It goes up to the age of 13, so he's very young, but it's a really wonderful snapshot of Britain at the end of the 70s, the beginning of the 80s.
I'm going to get that in an electronic form from the library.
Excellent
from
idea.
The library.
Sounds good.
Katie, it's so nice to talk to you. I'm so I'm so glad that you seem happy.
Oh, okay. I do. I feel happy.
Good.
Thank you.
I hesitated to say it because I didn't want to sound patronising, but you do. You sound happy.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Well, I do feel, you know what, I am gladdened that I'm seeing people again. I tell you what, not that I ever took my friends for granted, but, there was a good period there, a good stretch at the beginning of lockdown where we were, a lot of us, obediently not interacting with our friends. And then once we were allowed to do that, I tell you what, it's like, you realize a lot of your mental health comes from human contact. No man is an island. So I'm a very resourceful person. I have a lot of interests, but there's only so much you can do through a screen. Yeah. And so it is just nice to see people again and hug your bubble buddies. And in my case, walk for hours and hours and hours with a man who picked me up in the street.
Getting your steps in as well. You can't not.
It's the most important thing.
Getting those 10,000 at least. Katie, it's lovely to talk to you. I hope we'll definitely see you when this is all over, whenever that is going to be. But
for sure.
Yeah, we'll speak to you soon.
Take care.
All right, see you soon.
See you later,
all
Katie.
Right,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here we go.
Bye.
It's Katie Puckrik, who we absolutely love and adore, and we picked her up in a record store.
I mean, there seems to be a pattern, doesn't there?
We picked her up in a record
We'd
store.
seen her the day before, hadn't we, at another gig, and both of us had been kind of fangirl, stroke boying over her.
Oh my God, there's Katie Puckrik over
Go and speak to her,
No, you go and speak to her.
Because, you get this idea that she's too cool, because she is cool, effortlessly cool, but she's also lovely. And then the next day when we saw her, I think because we felt such idiots for missing the opportunity the day before, we both sort of cruised up there, and she was ready to come and do the show with us that night, wasn't she?
She was.
Love her so much, and she's been so supportive through all the sort of bumpiness of the recent weeks for me. So,
dear listener, it's
great.
time to celebrate and support and applaud the businesses that have decided to get on the late night alternative bandwagon and support us. First up, of Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, gelaw.co.uk. I'm going to read a testimonial a little bit later on, but just to let you know that they are they use a unique joint legal and psychological approach to law. They avoid all of the she says, he says nonsense. When people get divorced, quite often, wasn't actually the case with me, but quite often it can be, you want to give them that? Well, you could keep that, and you could keep that, and actually you could probably take that off them as well. They don't do that because that is damaging to you, to your ex-partner, to any kids that may be there, and it's flipping horrible. They avoid all of that.
Basically, they get it. They get that it's one of the most difficult times of your life, and they try and make it a heck of a lot easier for you. They don't get involved in as you say, the sort of stirring things up, and they also want to make sure that you're all right at the same time as making sure you're financially all right. So, gelaw.co.uk. gelaw.co.uk is the website.
SommersWasteSolutions.com is the second website that we urge you to go and have a look at. Go and have a look at now. Open up another window on your internet browser.
And before you say, I live in the middle of nowhere, they won't have any coverage for me. They will. They're national, and they're hugely flexible. They can sort out your food waste, your industrial waste, your toxic waste. But if you're on a smaller scale, they can also do that. They'll provide you with skip hire. They will look at what you need and tailor a solution ideally for you. Also, they're kind of run by a cat, so you know that they're going to get the job done.
Bob, here, Bob. Bob.
He takes no nonsense.
Bobby, Bob. Bob, sir. Bobby Bob Bobs. I think they're actually going to make Bob T-shirts. I'm totally in for that.
I'd love one of those.
If you get in touch with them, they are almost definite that if you switch and save today, you will save money. If you switch to them today, they are confident that they can save you money. They are encouraging businesses to move across to Somers Waste Solutions for their waste management. The majority of the time, they say they can help save you money by doing this. Why the hell would you not want to do that? Why the hell would you not want to do that?
Consider yourselves told.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Try and be on the ball if you can. Try and be on the ball. We've got a voice message. Let's hear this voice message. Hang on.
Hi there, Ian, Katie. I have a question I wanted to ask on air, which is about food of other countries, Asian food, for instance, where I used to live, and whether or not you think British people want the food to be created or made, adapted for British taste, whatever those are, or do you think the British people actually want to taste the real McCoy kind of thing? That was kind of my
McCoy's
question.
crisps. Okay, well, the Indian food we get here is not Indian food.
No, it was made with us in mind, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of it was made in Birmingham. Is where the recipes. The tandoori chicken is I think is the famous one. That you go to India, you have a tandoori chicken, huh? Sorry, what? Tandoori? No, we don't. What even is that? So the answer to your question is no.
But thank you for asking it.
Hey, who's raiding us?
Fovs.
Fovs! Thank you for the raid, Fovs. Thank you for the raid. Hey, Fovs. Fovs, thank you for the raid. Where is Fovs? Fovs, Fovs B, make yourself known. Stop. I want to see Fovs B. Hello, Fovs B. Welcome all of what I'm calling these days the Fovs Massive. The Fovs Massive. I just missed that phone call. I'm a little bit slow on the phones.
Well, it's because we were distracted by all the Fovs.
We were distracted by
the Fovs Massive.
The Fovs.
I mean, they've made themselves known in a big way, and they're welcome.
Thank you for the raid. Raids are fun. We'll do another raid after the show tonight. Someone asked if there is a way of capturing the raid and putting that out, and I don't know if someone knows if we could capture the raid and maybe put that as a separate little thing, a separate clip on here or on YouTube. I'd be totally up for that. 0203 286 6370. Probably best you call in because the chat has gone a little bit mental and I won't be able to see it. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Jesus. Yes. Hello. I tell you what. Let's cut to we've done the hellos and now it's to the meat.
You're right.
Oh, we're now on the all rights.
Who is this? I recognise that voice.
I'm Jack. I do a bit of radio here and there, but I love the show.
Oh, I tell you who you sounded like. You sounded like, was it Dean?
Yes.
Doesn't he sound like Dean, who used to call us?
There is a Deanness about you.
Oh, that's what I thought that was. Hello, Jack on the radio.
What brings you to our door tonight?
Oh, I just I heard you moving to Twitch, and I thought I'd jump on that bandwagon and see what it was all about, and I'm enjoying it.
Thank you, Jack. You say you do a bit of radio. What do you do?
Well, I do mainly student radio, so I manage my student radio station, and then I also do a bit of community radio here and there.
Good for you. Well done. You enjoy it?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, the way things are going, not so much, but hopeful that things can recover at some point. But I know your views on everything, but
I don't think they will. I think they will. I think we've got 3 years of this. 2 or 3 more years of this, I'm afraid, guys. But then I'm not a scientist, nor am I a doctor, so don't take that.
Also, he's a huge pessimist.
Yeah, exactly. But
you finally found at home in your pessimism because you've been right. Do you remember when this first started and you were sort of saying we should stop shaking hands with people? I went, okay.
We did our last live show. We did, Jack, was in Cardiff in February, late February or early March, maybe it was. And Kath was going around like getting well, we were all getting selfies, but Kath was hugging people. Right. And I said, kind of half jokingly, but actually I meant it, but I said it in a joking way. I'm not shaking hands with anyone. Please don't take it personally. I'm not shaking hands. I won't be hugging. And you thought I was being a little bit...
Well, I understood it, but I still thought, I think it'll be all right. Because everyone did. No one's
I did right at the start. The moment that got me was, Jack, when we worked at Talk Radio, there's a lovely guy on afterwards called Daryl Morris, who's flipping brilliant, right?
Yeah,
and
we love Daryl, yeah.
He came in one night and with disinfectant wipes and wiped down the studio. And I sort of, in my head, I laughed at him. I thought, flipping it. But on the journey home and the whole next day, I thought, nah, he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Of course, that's the right thing to do. And then I bought some disinfectant wipes and started doing the same. And then you laughed at me.
And then we found out someone had already had it and no one had told us.
Yeah, someone had it in.
I've been using the headphones and microphone.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys.
Well, I work in a shop, so I'm back in work tomorrow. I've had 2 days off. So I'm back in with the face mask tomorrow.
Starts on Friday. It starts tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wear a face mask. Well, it's again talking about Daryl. What was the tweet that you saw?
Daryl says that today he was in a shop with his face mask on because you're supposed to, right? I mean, It's not like as of whatever day we're supposed to do it or we get fined, that's when it starts being dangerous. See, the idea is that it's already dangerous, right? So put it on. And he says he was became aware of this guy standing behind him, barring, calling him a sheep.
For wearing a face mask.
And he tweeted it, and there were other people in that stream going, yeah, do you know what, that's happened to my friend, and she ended up leaving the shop. She was really upset.
To be honest, I'm not surprised. I've stood on the door, what we call marshalling, ordering people in and sorting everybody out and making sure they go in the right place. And, I've been sworn at, been, told to this, that and the other, and then kind of just people treating you like the bottom of their shoe. It's kind of it is quite frustrating because you're only trying to keep people safe and keep yourself safe, but for some people it's just a step too far. And to be honest, I don't really want them in the shop.
Do you know what I think? I think it frightens them if they let that in. If they let the idea in that it's as serious as that, it would scare the bejesus out of them, and so it's kind of a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Makes them feel like they've still got some power.
Here's the thing as well. A lot of these people who refuse to wear masks are all lives matter types. You know what I mean? I suppose what do you mean Black Lives Matter? All lives matter. Well, if all lives matter, wear a flipping mask, you melt. Just wear a mask. Wear a bloody mask. Do it. Okay, there are a few, a minority of people who, for medical reasons, are unable to wear a mask. That's great. I get that. And if challenged, you should be able to honestly say, actually, I can't wear a mask because I have a breathing issue or whatever.
In which case, should you really be out?
Well, possibly. Well, yes, you should. Because
but
people
in a confined space where you're at risk.
No, because the at-risk group are allowed out now. That is a choice you can make on your own, but legally they are allowed out. But if you've got no reason, just wear a mask. It's not that inconvenient. It's not that bad.
No, and people are asking you're asking them to pay £1 million to, bow to you. But really, it's just, put on a bit of cloth around your mouth and just enter into the shop and just be nice to people.
Jack, thank you very much indeed. Oh, sorry, I cut you. Sorry, I cut you off. Just wear a mask. Big Friendly Al says, but why wasn't this implemented months ago? Because
good question.
We have an idiot for a prime minister who is scared.
He wasn't going to the meetings.
He's scared of upsetting the hardcore Tories.
Listen, he got it. On the day when he was told specifically, you must not make hand contact with anyone ever, until this is over. He said in public that he was still shaking people's hands on a COVID ward. You're going to take his advice?
Hello, Mike.
Hi, how's it going? I'll turn on my camera if you want.
Yeah, go on, let's have a look.
Well, hang on, let's have a look at him.
Well, I'll have a look at.
Well, I'm not in the best state.
No, because when I was doing one of these test shows, Mike, someone turned on the camera, and I'm glad it happened really early on, and I learnt my lesson.
Right.
And let's just say it wasn't their face that was sitting up pleased to see me.
Exactly, but we could tell they were happy.
Yeah, we're very, very happy. So we
Hopefully
always
this is better.
This is beautiful. This is what I want to see. I want to see a handsome young man with a smart haircut. I'm going to say it, and some hockey pictures behind him. That's what I'm here for.
How are you guys doing this evening?
We're all right.
I'm all right. I've had a brilliant day. I had a 7-hour lecture online. I've started my college course today, and in we got break and we got lunch and then we got tea at 3. And during the break, I came out and I had a little weep because I thought, this is it. I found it. This is what I'm meant to be doing, and it was wonderful. And I've had a brilliant day. How are you, Mike?
Yeah, not too bad. Similar sort of revelation as you had today. I've started actually streaming on here myself to keep myself busy. I got made redundant a couple of weeks ago, so I'm just trying to, keep busy during the day and.
Yeah,
good for you for not giving up.
Routine is important, isn't it?
Yeah,
and all of a sudden your routine is taken out. You realise how much you kind of rely on it.
It's very easy when you lose your job, as we all know, to just give up. And I don't mean that. That's not. That sounds kind of dehumanising. To just stop. To be unable to do anything as opposed to give up. That's better. To be unable to kind of do anything. So a couple of weeks later, to get on Twitch and go, right, well, I need to be busy and creative.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it for? And what are you streaming? And how's it going?
So I've been about 2 weeks now. It literally, because I was doing sort of just funny videos on Instagram, and my mate said you could probably do Twitch. You can talk nonsense for England. So I've just been sort of doing my own thing. We play a few games. Started watching a lot of classic game shows, which is something I really enjoy.
Yeah.
So a bit of Golden Balls, bit of Supermarket Sweep, that sort of job.
They're classic, are they?
Golden Balls and Supermarkets. I thought you meant
that was yesterday.
Blankety Blank and Sale of the Century.
Oh, that's the generation difference.
Flipping heck! I know. The kids are coming up the rear, blimey. They're following us. And the most important thing, are you enjoying it?
Oh, it's done wonders for me, I think, mentally. Because you said it yourself there, when you're made redundant, you haven't got a lot to do, it's easy to sort of stay in bed till 12 and what have you. So to have that sort of get up, go on the stream. I haven't got a lot of followers yet, but fingers crossed it sort of picks up at some point. But
what is your channel? Let's right. Let me find your channel. I'm going to follow you. Hang on a second. Let me get. I'm following you, man. It's going to happen. Right. So I need to go here. This is what you want, an old man who can't work a computer. Right, what's your channel? What should I type in?
So my name is Marrow Fat Mike, like the P.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to.
I don't want to know why, but let's just go for it.
Marrow
I'm just a big fan of the humble Marrow Fat P.
And they're very good for your digestion.
There we go. Follow. You've got 19 followers.
You'll have 20 in a second.
Hang on, we're going to put this in the chat as well. Here we go. When are you streaming next?
Probably tomorrow afternoon at some point. Yeah.
Well, you're going to get a few more viewers now because he's in the chat.
It is in the chat, yeah.
It's in the chat.
I really appreciate that, Ian. Cheers, mate.
Well, you might get spammed by loads of racists, but those to one side.
It's all views.
It's all.
I mean, they're vile views. But...
well done, mate. Well done. Thank you very much indeed.
You were going to give me a high five.
I was going to give you a high five. You went for the handshake,
yeah,
and I didn't actually want to touch you because of
the
COVID fever. Oh. Loads of people are following you, so good.
Cheers, man. I appreciate that in the chat as well. Cheers, guys. It means a lot.
Nice one, Mike. All right. Anything else, mate?
Not really. That's all really, Ian. I hope you guys have a great rest of I'm enjoying the show so far. You said it's only episode 4, but it's going really well. So
it's getting there. It's starting to get a little. This is already a lot more relaxed than Monday's show.
Yeah, for sure.
But you wait. You give us a couple of months. Come back in a couple of months. We're going to be flying.
Oh, I can't wait for it. Nice one.
Nice one, mate. See you. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Take care. Bye. I need to go and get some masking tape.
What for?
Because this has come off. I like
it stuck down.
I like it stuck down. Why are we getting a buzz on there as well when we get calls?
I don't know.
Trying to lose some weight, but look, there's that.
You and me both. They're talking about reopening my gym. They're certainly going to start taking my direct debit again. And I know I'm going to hate the first few times I go because I was not massively fit before, but flipping heck. Slowly, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Slow running is better than no running.
Fast running.
And I'll be slow.
Fast running. Hey, look what I got. I got coffee on it. Oh, no, I've got coffee on it. Look at this. Yes, man. Yes, Bruce Lee. Hang on, I won't focus with it. Bruce Lee, his greatest hits, right? Blu-ray, box set, Criterion Collection. Bruce Lee was my first love. My first love. I'm going to devour this, but I'm not going to watch the movies. I'm going to watch the movies with the commentaries on.
Oh my God.
I love the commentaries. First video I ever owned was Bruce Lee, the Man, the Myth, starring...
Bruce Lee.
Correct. Well done. Oh, starring Bruce Lee. And second video I ever owned, all on Betamax. And the first one cost £50. That's when they cost £50.
Gosh, and that was a lot of money back then.
The first one was £50. Bruce Lee, the Man, the Myth. There was an advert in the back of the News of the World or the Sunday Mirror. And it was send off your money for this and we'll send it to you. And there's loads of other videos like pornos and stuff as well.
Blueies.
Yeah, and it was in Great Portland Street. And my dad said, oh, your Nanny Perkis, your great-grandmother, works near there, so I'll send her in to get it. So she went in to get it. But of course, it was just like an office.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a shop. It was an office. But fair play, Nanny Perkis got it. She got it.
Went to the Mucky Video Emporium for you.
Went to the Mucky... Look at this. Yes. Love it. Bruce.
Is it going to make you violent, though, watching these movies?
No, it's going to temper my violence.
Is it?
It's going to... Can't have dropped it on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill someone for that. It's going to make me temper my violence, because Bruce Lee is about control. Bruce Lee's not violent. But other
the people that he gets with his nunchuckers might disagree.
Well, exactly. Other people make him violent.
Oh, I see.
Well, in the first movie, The Big Boss, he doesn't fight for the first 45 minutes because he made a vow to his mum not to fight. How many movies did Bruce Lee make?
7.
Wrong.
5.
No,
No more than 7.
Well, didn't make 7. Well,
6.
No.
4.
Yeah, he completed 4 kung fu movies. Then, of course, there's Game of Death, which he started and didn't finish. But he made over 30 movies. He was Hong Kong child star. Hong Kong child star.
And a cha-cha champion.
Cha-cha champion of Hong Kong. And Hong Kong movie star. Someone says, check who subscribed. Well, Marrow Fat Mike has subscribed. Princess Bloom YouTube, the YT means that YouTube is followed. Who's subscribed that I've missed? I'm a little behind on the subs. Check who subscribes, says Big Friendly Al. I'll check your face in a minute with my fist.
Whoa.
Sorry.
It might be something great.
Hmm?
You might be like, I don't know, who would be the best person you can think of that would subscribe? Your dream.
It would be Jackie Chan.
Could be Jackie Chan.
Has Jackie Chan subscribed?
I think he's probably busy making movies. He's made. I'm going to say it. Too many movies.
Too many movies. From about 1992 onwards, his movies got. You watch Jackie Chan's First Strike and Jackie Chan's the Tuxedo and Jackie Chan's Magic Medallion and all of that stuff. There's some lousy Jackie Chan movies.
But people see it because it's Jackie Chan.
Oh yeah, I've watched them.
Well,
exactly. What's the one with Lee Evans? He's got one with Lee Evans.
Oh yeah, because he was a film star for a while,
Wouldn't he? Where is Lee Evans now? Counting his money. He's counting his money.
Good for him.
What is this clicking? Can you hear that clicking?
Yeah, I can.
Do you mind if I go down here?
Do you mind if I move out of the way?
Somewhere.
There is a loose connection somewhere. I can't hear it.
What, because I've unplugged
Yep.
the headies?
Still there.
Hang on.
Can you hear it as well on the...
Yes. Oh.
Shh, I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
By the way, you've just reminded me I need to park my bike somewhere. Honestly, if I had a broom, it'd be standing up.
Steady on.
Snook.
Hey, it's gone.
Yes.
Has it gone?
Well done. Now you just have to stay there. Well done. Oh, he's back. Down you go.
Someone's got to do it.
Oh dear, seriously, man. Get a belt. Oh.
Hang on. Something's going on.
Something is going on.
It's this. It's here. All right. That's it. All right, we got it.
You got a loose jack.
Oh, chill out.
I could see it from when you were down on the floor.
Please.
What?
Stop. There we go. Fixed it.
Oh.
Nope, it's back. Oh, this is what we wanted to do today. So If you can Skype in on video,
Yeah.
remember we played the game yesterday, who can make their face go the reddest? You can't do it by holding your breath,
I think my technique was all wrong.
because that apparently breaks terms of service on here and on YouTube.
What?
Right? Yeah, because it's like trying to, so so don't hold your breath. But if you want to phone up and try and make your face go red, actually, even if you haven't got Skype, if you just want to call in and do it, we'll listen. It goes like this. So you can't hold your
He
breath.
said he's just pushing his face out. Whoa, mate, honestly, don't do that. You'll have a prolapse. And we're friends and all, but I ain't going to put that back.
What is that flipping noise? This is the rest of the stream.
Trying to find out where the noise is. Oh.
No, it'll come back though. That's, well, Tina says that nosy so annoying. You can hear it, can you guys?
Yeah, they can. Stopped. Okay. Nobody move.
Parge Lena says, what does it say on your t-shirt? It says Mike Love, not war. Mike Love from the Beach Boys
and
wearing a turban.
Someone was asking whether it was Mike Love that was rude to you at an airport. No, it wasn't.
It was Al Jardine.
We sat on Mike Love's couch uninvited.
No, we didn't. We sat on Bruce Johnston's couch, but it wasn't his house.
It was Mike Love was there as well.
We didn't see Mike Love.
No, but we saw everyone else.
What is that? Right.
Is it me?
It's you!
Right,
Move that phone. Move that phone. No.
I'll turn it off.
Do it. Turn it off. Oh, Kath.
It's already off. No, it's not. Hang on.
Kath.
Listen, we're
I'm
learning
listening.
lessons every day. It's off. And there's still a noise. Don't you?
Right.
Okay.
It's gone.
Yeah, but it went before.
It's gone. I fixed it. It's gone. I do not have a wireless mouse. Oh, I should have opened Skype, shouldn't I? Sorry, I was
Yes,
sitting
you
here.
should.
Oh, we missed. Let's. I tell you what. Let's get that.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Just
it's Mum. Here's Mum.
It's Mummy. I said,
Here we go.
It's a call. She wanted to talk to you. Is Ian Lee, Mummy?
I can't get Mummy's.
Do this to me.
Hang
Goodness
on.
sake. Oh, God.
Hang on. Hello, Mummy.
Hello, Ian. You're
Hello,
right.
Mummy, my old friend. I've come to talk
talk
with
to
you
you
again.
It's so nice to put a face to all the stories Ian's been telling me about how go-gorgeous you are.
Would you like to sing a song with me?
Oh, yes, please. What are we going to sing?
You tell me.
Oh, my goodness, don't.
Go on, what do you want to sing? Do you tell me what you know, and I will know it. I guarantee.
In the Shallow Love? Is what we're gonna
In the
do.
Shallow of Love or
Yeah.
Creep? You're good
Yeah.
at Creep?
I'm a creep.
Okay, but don't do the swear words.
I'm a creep. I promise I won't.
But
I'm
we'll
a
have to
creep.
do it Acapulco because I don't think you can hear the music
Oh,
if I
my
play
goodness.
it.
And also, obviously copyright could be a problem, but we won't be able to recognise it. It'll be groovy.
Ian, what's my son doing to me?
I'd like to spoil you, Mother.
By the way, practice calling me Dad. Now,
Sorry.
Sorry, Daddy.
Sorry.
there we go. Right, you start, and I'm gonna join in.
What are we doing here?
Creep.
Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, okay.
Have you been
Calm
drinking?
down, man. Calm
Have you been
down.
drinking tonight? You got the
No.
lockdown booze up. Okay, go. Go. There's no music. No, there isn't going to be any music. You just have to start singing Acapulco.
No, I can't do that.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't belong.
No, I don't want to sing it with you. I don't want to sing it with you, random. For God's sakes.
Sing to him, Mummy. She's getting shy.
I'm a creep.
I'm a widow.
Come on, Kath, make her feel
What
comfortable.
the hell am I
doing here?
That's beautiful.
I don't belong here.
Yes!
I don't belong here.
There we go. That was lovely.
She's running now.
You do that bit. I don't do that bit.
She's running now. She's run.
Oh, yes.
That's good. Ding ding dong dong.
Dong dong indeed. Ding a dong dong. How you doing, Random?
Very good, thank you very much, sir. Very good.
Yeah. Are you about to start streaming?
I actually finished. We're playing Ghost of Tsushima. It's a really good PS4 exclusive.
This is professional. You complete games. You actually finish games, don't you?
I've completed about 350 games on stream. I'm doing a horror game drunk tomorrow. It's going to be really good fun.
How many have you completed?
I've never completed.
Did you complete Saboteur?
No, I've never. I couldn't complete Saboteur. I've never completed a video game in my life.
This needs to change, Ian. This needs to change immediately.
I just can't do it. I nearly completed the original Halo, but then there was a jump in a buggy that I couldn't do, so I gave up.
Oh yeah, I think I know that jump.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, it's
recently, I was determined to complete a game, so I played the old Spectrum game, Saboteur,
Oh,
on
yeah.
stream, and I completed it.
Yeah.
But then, because it was on Twitch, they'd added an extra level, and I just went, stuff
got
this.
it.
Stuff this rubbish.
And he completed it, a lot of it, on my memory of playing it when I was about
Kath talked me
8.
through it.
I went, I think there's a train down there. You need to go. I was amazed at how much I remembered.
Yeah.
What's your favourite game?
What is my favourite game of all? Well, I've got two. My favourite game is Elite on the BBC.
Yeah.
But I also more recently I love Halo Wars on the Xbox. It's
Halo
really
Wars.
old.
I didn't try
Never
that.
really
Yeah.
got that big, but I used to love Halo Wars. I'm unbeatable at that. I'm the
Yeah.
master.
Hmm.
What about you? What's your favourite?
Silent Hill 2's got to be my favourite. I like the old classic
Scary
horror.
game.
Scary
Nice.
game, I know, I remember.
Mum, what's your favourite game? I think we know.
You don't play games.
She ain't playing games.
I'm trying to turn her into a gamer. I'm trying.
Sorry.
What do you think about your boy streaming?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think he's really good for people that have got mental.
Yeah.
Honestly, my
Got
son.
mental. Yes.
I'm not being sorry.
No, I know
mental
what you mean.
disorders. But he raises people up.
Yeah.
He's very happy, and he's got a twin as well. That's just
I
the
got an
same.
identical twin brother. Yeah.
And they are
No.
so he has Lee,
This I gotta
and
see.
they are just so amazing with people. They
Yeah.
bring people's spirits up.
You lift me up.
No, the thing is, there's lots of people that are down and
Yeah,
depressed, and
We had a lovely call.
he does it.
We had a lovely call about your boy yesterday, I think it was, saying how you read a story to someone so they could get to sleep.
Oh, to Jackie's daughter, yeah.
Jackie's
she was,
daughter.
she was
Yeah.
suffering, unfortunately.
Yeah. But what a lovely thing to do that most people wouldn't think of doing.
You must be so proud of him, Mum.
I really am. He's an absolutely gorgeous soul, but he's got a nice soul and a nice heart.
Thank you, Mummy. I love you, Mummy.
And that's what I love about him. And he's my boy. But he's not just that. He's got identical twin that's just the same as well. My
I miss
Lee.
my brother.
Yeah.
Can one of my mods put Random British Dude's Twitch page up in the chat so if people want to, I thoroughly recommend, one of the few people
That's
that I
very kind of
follow.
you. Thank you.
And he's got fans as well. You know, he's got
Yeah.
actual
Fans?
fans. Isn't it
I even have little badges.
Yes. I tell you what I love about the Twitch community, right, is a lot of the merch. Are you aware of Random British Dude of Black Mario?
No.
Oh, he's great. BLAQ Mario. He was in the chat yesterday and I missed it. He's brilliant. He's this black guy that dresses up like Mario and plays Nintendo games, and he's so funny, man. And I bought one of his T-shirts today because I just thought that looks wicked, and he's a nice guy, and I want to support him. And that's one of you get idiots on Twitch because it's on the internet, but you also get really lovely people that just want to support, I guess,
And help.
small indie artists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And help people.
Yeah.
I think it goes a long way because there is a lot of people that need so much help out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a carer. I look after old people. I've worked, honest to God, it's been so hard going through all this, what's been going on. Very, very hard. And my son supported me so much through this. Haven't you,
We
darling?
help each other, don't we, Mum?
Yeah.
Your son also
But
painted your house.
He's so, honest to God, he's just so, like, I think, giving, upliving. He's just like giving people the.
You only live once, Ian. Make every day the best.
Make
that's one theory.
people happy.
You taught him right. You taught him right.
Yeah, and I think you have
She
to.
brought me up
You
well.
have no. You have to do this.
You do. Yeah.
You have to, because you can go like, can't you, downhill? But you need to let people know and go on the higher spirit of things, and you know, it's beautiful.
So you done for the night, Random?
What's that, sir?
Are you done for the night?
I am indeed. Yes, I've got to get up 6 a.m. in the morning. I tile in the day and I stream at night.
Go to bed, man. Go to bed.
I know, it's
for
very
crying
late
out
for
loud.
me. But I want to have a chat with you because I love your
it's
show.
lovely talking to you.
You see you later on.
Take care.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye, my
Lovely
darling.
people. Thoroughly
So
recommend that
lovely.
channel. We're going to do. Hang on. I know what it is. It's your microphone cable. It's obviously hitting a power cord somewhere. So what I'm going to have to. It's not that light, is it? No, it's my. Don't worry. So I will go through it tomorrow. I will de-rig.
Sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry,
It's
everyone.
very embarrassing.
I'm sorry, everyone. I tell you what. While I'm going to de-rig it now,
Okay.
why don't you talk about our good friends?
Okay.
While I follow your cables. Okay. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Please don't pay any attention to my wobbly microphone. It's very embarrassing, but I'm sure it'll stop soon.
Has the buzzing stopped?
Yes.
There we go.
What was it?
It was next to a buzzing machine down there. I forgot I'd set one. No, I just think it's the microphone cable.
No, it started again. It's still going. How's that if you just pulled it out?
Is the buzzing still going?
Yeah.
No, it's not this then.
No. You're watching Technical Difficulties with Iain and Katherine Boyle.
I'll give you technical difficulties in a minute. Hang on.
Still
It's
buzzing.
going now, isn't it? It's gone now, isn't it?
Yes. No, hang on. No, it's still there. Is it you?
No, it's
No.
your... So it's something to do with this. I know there's no sound. It was a joke. It's something to do with this setup.
Yeah. Obs. Whoa.
I know it keeps going. It's
And then he gets excited and
working
then it'll
out
start
what
again.
it is. Right. Anyway. We'll
So
get there.
anyway, Richard Gregorian is someone who has been a great supporter of this show.
While we're doing this, I know what all adverts. What do all adverts on the radio have these days?
Oh God.
A ukulele.
A ukulele. Oh, I was going to do the studio advert where they go, "This can't be right." A family.
I
What?
do loads of those. Yeah, it is right. Carry on with the read, please.
Those ones.
Okay.
Right, okay, so let me tell you about Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Anything you've seen on like American movies where people are getting divorced and they go and take it to the solicitors and they make it 10 times worse, forget that.
Could
right?
you sing it though?
Okay. Richard Emerson family. No, hang on. Richard Gregorian, special lawyer. He won't stir it up between you and your ex. If you've got problems, he's worrying for you. He's not just thinking about bounce checks.
There we go. You see, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
He acts for as many mothers as he does fathers, so he's not biased one way or the other. And they try and take, some of the pain out of what is a really painful situation. They talk about sort of the psychology of their client as well as the fact that you need legal help as well. They also are keen to avoid all that sort of he said, she said
And
stuff.
do you know what? If you mention us, I bet they give you free tea and coffee.
Oh,
I bet
for
they'll give you free. And if
sure.
they don't, I would walk out. gelaw.co.uk. Now, the Somers Waste Solution boys and girls and cats are going to want a little bit of this. This is a tough one, but we're going to do this for all of our...
What you gonna do about all that food waste, commercial waste, toxic waste? Take it to the one-stop shop. SWS, Somers Waste Solutions.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate. You did it. Well done.
Listen.
They will save you money. They will increase your green credentials. They will ultimately save the planet. Your one-stop shop for... Oh, there's Bob the cat. All of your
They'll show you
waste
pictures
needs.
of their cat.
They will show... You might even get to meet the cat. There's another cat that's walking around in the office. So check them out, please. SommersWasteSolutions.com. If you go to any of these companies, please mention our names. I bet they'll give you a free cup of tea if you rock up as well. And if they don't, walk out.
You might even get a free stroke. of Bob.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Take this call, please.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, isn't that nice to see Random and his mum?
His mum is as proud of him as you are of yours kids, and it's a delight.
I have, and she's had an ear infection, and she's been really poorly for the last few days. So she's done well. She's not been very well the last few days. But I just want to say thank you to you both, you and Kath, Random. You're just stars.
We don't really
I
know what to
like
do with
mushy peas.
Outright praise, do we?
I do. I now what I do when people, I didn't know how to respond to praise back in the day, but now I look them in the eye, I listen, I nod, and when they finish, I say thank you very much. I really appreciate you sharing that with me.
Hopefully, we're a little bit step forward with Stephanie tomorrow. I'm going to pick Stephanie and Boo up tomorrow at 10:30. We're going to go to New Brighton. We're going to sit on the prom, have some fish and chips, and we're going to. The fair is now open, so Boo can go on the fair. But my son Jason is going to come and join us, so we're going to have a nice family day out.
Beautiful.
And we're going to have a nice day. But Random, he's just a star. And Ian, you introduced me to him when you rated him that night.
He's a good lad.
That was a star.
He was a good found. There's a few people that I watched. Limmy is the obvious one, but there are a few smaller people like Black Mario. Black Mario's funny, man. He was in the chat. If he's on tonight, we'll raid him after this. I don't know if he will be.
Yeah.
And Random, and there are a couple of others that I just quite often I'll have them on in the background while I'm pottering around, and I won't go in the chat because sometimes if I go in the chat, if it's a small I draw attention away from what they're doing, and I don't really want to do that. But another one I have on in the background is our friend What's on the Tapes, Pete, who's one of the mods, who buys old VHS tapes
in the hope of finding a bluey, but it never does.
He's found one. Not a homemade one.
Yeah,
so there's lots of lovely little people like that are around on Twitch.
Yeah, I think there's one called Monkey E.
Monkey Boy, Jamie.
Yeah, Monkey Boy.
Jamie.
Yeah.
He does a lovely little sort of kids club for adults on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, Monkey, his little boy, is a star.
Yeah,
and,
brilliant. Love him.
Random, we found him through Random. He had a few issues with certain things the other day, and the community really stepped up and helped.
Hang on, I'm really sorry. How dare you? Yes, well done, producer Tobes. Banning Mr. Garney. You know what Mr. Garney's crown was? Screw your mods. How dare you?
That's shots fired, I'm afraid.
How dare you?
And the thing is, if you fire shots at our mods, they get the bazooka out.
How dare you?
Right.
Sorry, Jackie, carry on.
It's all right. I'm going to go to bed now. I think all the cats are in. So,
how many cats?
5. 5.
Thanks.
But I must add before I go, I've got a house rabbit. I've had her 5 years now, called Peanut. She's not well. I don't think she's going to last very much longer. She's not very well. So I'm just watching her. She's in the house now. She's in her own little cage, and she's a bit poorly. So I'm
sending our best to Peanut.
Yeah, my little Peanut, she's had a good life, but she's got issues with her teeth, which is a really bad problem with rabbits. And there's not much you can do with her but to make her comfortable and wait for it. So, we get there.
It's the downside of loving something. That's the thing, isn't it?
Jackie, lots of love to your Peanut. Look after it, treat it kindly, and cuddle it whenever you can. Thank you, Jackie. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Please follow us. Click, I think, is it a little heart that you click? Maybe it's a little bell. It's a bell on YouTube. Click on there. If you... I put our volume down. Sorry, guys. Yes, my volume was down. Click on that so that you know when we're on. We're on live every weekday at 9 till midnight. So feel free to follow us, subscribe. You can chuck us bits if you want to. You're very welcome to do that.
And we may well stay on longer than midnight one night because we can do that sort of stuff.
We're going to have to in a few weeks because we're taking a Friday night off because it's summer holidays. I'm going away. So
we'll extend the shows.
We'll extend a few of the shows by a little bit, and What noise do rabbits make in New Brighton? That was
Don't-
good.
don't even.
Now you're getting very niche. Now you're getting very, very specific. Let's take a phone call. Sorry if I miss your call. There's so many coming in. Hello, caller. You're on the Late Night Alternative.
Hiya.
Could you turn your speakers off, please?
Let me just. Can I just turn the volume down? 1 second. Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Unfortunately, yes.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Catherine. It's really nice to speak to you. I'm a very short-term listener. I'm absolutely loving the fact that you guys are on Twitch. I've actually subscribed to it this week.
Thank
but
you.
I'm going to cut to the chase.
Yes.
I did listen to a show the other night, and I've listened to previous shows, and I'm slightly curious. I'm not a journalist. I'm not out to expose anybody. Well, that's your business, not mine. But I'm just trying to say I'm not of that ilk. However, I have been following something called, and I'm not trying to scrape old wounds, but fast running.
Okay. Yes.
Now,
yes.
I heard.
You're on very unsteady ground. I'm hovering over the cut-off button right now.
Right. Well, bear with me for a second, if you will. I'm not pointing the finger.
For just a
You're not in danger. You're not in danger. I heard Bob Mortimer the other night, who denied. Bob Mortimer denied on air he had any involvement in fast running.
Yep.
Have you got anything to comment on that?
I have worked with Bob in the past, and I consider him to be a very honest, upstanding member of society. He says he's got nothing to do with it. He's got nothing to do with it.
Right. Bob Mortimer is on record on BBC television lying on a programme called Would I Lie to You, especially about an egg with Chris Rea in a bath. So he's lied on air. Can he really be believed? Of course you can, Catherine. Take the chair.
I would like to say that everyone on that programme lies, and so it's inadmissible.
Okay, so I can't prove it, but my gut feeling, and I think more people, especially in these diabolical times, times that we're living through. So I do apologise, Ian. I apologise, Catherine. I apologise, audience. However, I think we should all trust our gut instinct somewhat more.
Here's what I'm going to do, Columbo. You come back with me with evidence. You come back to me with evidence. Mm-hmm. We can talk again. Until then, I don't want to listen to your theories. I don't want to listen to your conjecture. I don't want to listen to your guesswork. All right? You come back to me with actual hard evidence that I can taste and sniff and lick, and then we can start chatting, all right?
I've got some pants for sale. Are you interested?
Okie dokie. Did he just say he had some pants for sale?
Hard evidence. I don't even want to think about his hard evidence.
Okay.
Anyway.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to know what he's talking about, Bob Mortimer was on the show on Monday. If you go to our YouTube channel, it is my YouTube channel, but youtube.com/Ian Lee. Monday's show is up there now in its full video entirety, as a separate, the Bob Mortimer interview is part of that show. But I've also put it as a separate video, and it lasts for about half an hour, and it's brilliant. He's brilliant, effortless.
I would suggest that listening to Bob Mortimer is fun, right?
Oh, it's good
but
for
you've
the
got to
soul,
see
man.
his little face.
And his fake teeth.
Titanium teeth.
And his scar. It's well worth watching. So that's up there. And as soon as this show finishes tonight, once we've done the raid, Tuesday's show will be available on YouTube in its entirety to watch. And the podcasts have started. Now we're in podcast season. And podcasts are coming out every weekday at least, and there might be a few bonus ones over weekends as well. Don't forget, if you make a little clip of this show using the little clapper board that's on the screen, if you're watching on your computer, if you make a clip, did I say 5,000 views?
Yeah.
The first 5 clips that get 5,000 views will get a free Late Night Alternative T-shirt.
How can we afford that? They're all like...
reasonably priced.
So reasonably priced.
That's how we can afford it. They're reasonably priced. If you want to look at the T-shirts, tlna.co.uk. Hello, caller.
That's you. 234. 234.
Hello, 234. Hello. Oh. What? Yeah. What the heck? Hey, Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Oh, I thought. Oh, sorry, my stream. Hi. I just want to say hello again.
Hello again. Hello. Oh,
How
it's
are
the song
you?
that we carried my dad's coffin into. It just hit me as I said that. Hello again. Hello by Neil Diamond.
How are you?
I'm really good, actually, Gabriel. I'm really good. I had a brilliant day. I now know what I want to do with the rest of my life. I know what I want to do when I grow up. I'm all right. I'm really good. Thank you very much. How are you, Catherine?
I've had a bit of a weird one, but I don't want to bring the.
No, so share it.
Well,
I thought it was really interesting.
I'm not going to say I saw a ghost today, but I kind of did.
Yeah.
So I was driving in, and I got to this roundabout, and I looked, obviously to sort of pull out and everything. And as I did, I sort of caught sight of someone who looked the spitting image of my grandma, who died like 2 years ago now. And it was just that moment of not expecting to be reminded. I saw this like big shock of white hair, really thick, and she was sort of in her garden, and it just obviously it sort of just triggered something. I found myself in tears, and it's the strangest thing. We were talking about it a bit yesterday, weren't we, about grief and how when someone dies, people say time heals and everything. I don't know whether it does. I think I'm still carrying stuff around. You just get used to carrying it around. And it's happened to me in the past before. I remember once standing in a post office queue, and the guy in front of me had a jacket on and ears like my granddad.
Yeah.
And it's just, it might not even be that they massively look like that person, but it just triggers a memory, Triggers a memory.
The number of times I've been driving along and I've looked over at the car next to me and seen my dad driving it. It's something else. Gabriel, you're 15, right?
Yeah.
Have you been in the unfortunate position yet of having lost anybody close to you?
Not really. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to hear it. It must seem odd hearing two old people talk about, a dead dad and a deceased grandmother like this. I don't know. Does it sound silly to you for 15? It doesn't matter if it does.
No.
It's not a trick question.
No, I don't think so, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Nice one, man. What can we do? How are you doing? You've been very kind enough to check in on us. Let us check in on you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, thank you. I got a PC building book, so that's pretty good.
So you've got a little project now.
Yeah. Yes. So I can actually learn about it and, But yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. And what's I was going to say, what does the weekend hold? I don't know if it holds anything anymore these days. But
what's the weekend?
What are you up to this weekend?
Probably same as every day. Sit on the PS4. Yeah. Talk to my friends.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Yes.
Nice one, man. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
See you
Have
later.
a great
Bye-bye. What a nice guy. Let's go to 949. Hello, 949. You're on the Late Night Alternative with Catherine Boyle and Ian Lee.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Good evening, 949.
My name's James Sprinkles.
James Sprinkles what?
Well, you'll find out. It's a bit of call and response. Are you up for it?
I'm up for it, buddy.
Let's go. When I say set, you say traps. Set.
Trousers.
Set.
Trousers.
When I say pro, you say laps. Pro.
Can't really hear
Laps.
it. Laps.
When I say tech, you say issues. Tech.
Issues.
Tech.
Issues.
When I say funky, you say tissues. Spunky.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. I like James Sprinkles, but
Well, now we know where he puts it.
I tell you what I liked about him. His attitude. He had a good attitude about him.
You know what he did? He came on, he took control.
I like that. Thank you, James. You could call in again. We just have to be a little bit careful, but thank you very much indeed. Getting paid for this.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. You
Unbelievable.
want to take this one?
Hello, you're on the Late Night Alternative. Who's that?
It's Craig.
Hello, Craig. You sound very
Hello.
upbeat.
I'm very happy, Catherine. How are you?
I'm all right. Tell me why you're so happy.
Because I've just watched a brilliant movie.
Go on. What you watched?
Mighty Ducks.
Watched. Sorry?
The Mighty
That
Ducks.
is a good film, actually.
It was Bullet.
Oh, a classic.
The Steve McQueen film?
Yes.
I can't watch it. and I'm going to permission to ruin the movie for you.
Okay.
That flipping car chase.
Yeah.
Down the hill.
Yeah.
Where I think I've not seen it for a long time. Don't you keep seeing a green Volkswagen Beetle?
I didn't notice it. To be
honest.
Good, because you would have ruined it for you.
I'm gonna. Okay, hang on a minute. We're not gonna show it because there'll be some copyright. But Bullet car chase. I'm gonna show it to Katherine. That's. Here we go. Oh, I don't want you to hear it, guys. Just mute it. I want to see there's a bit where he goes down a hill. Right. Now, you're going to keep seeing the same Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh.
Where is it?
What, like in Neighbours when we used to watch it twice a day?
Yeah.
And they'd have a party and there'd be about like 4 people there, but the same person walking back and forth
Here we
to
go.
make it look busy.
Here
Right.
we go.
Beetle.
Green Volkswagen Beetle, right?
Yeah,
There.
he's going past it.
Seen
down
it.
the hill.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, careful.
Here we
He's
go.
going to have someone's eye out with that.
Hang on. Here we go.
Down the hill a bit more.
There
Oh,
we go.
there's
There
the
we go.
Beetle
There's the
again.
green Volkswagen Beetle. Hello, mate. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Watch that hubcap.
Or maybe you only see it twice. I'm sure. Right, I'm going to Google this.
That's
You talk to.
That's enough. Well, you're very lucky, Craig, that you've come to us at this point and not before you saw it, because obviously that would blow all of the drama out of it if you realised that there was a double Beetle going on in that car chase.
Why is that a bad thing?
There we go. There we go. During the chase scene, the green VW Bug is passed at least 4 times. Thank you.
Wow, and 11 out of 13 found it interesting.
Thank you.
Why is that a bad thing, though?
Excuse me?
Why is it a bad thing to see a beetle?
No, because it's the same. They're supposed to be going down the hill in a race, and he's constantly going past the same car.
Or being overtaken by a very slow car.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, actually.
Ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't like that movie anymore.
Thank you very much indeed.
Your work here is done.
Thank you very much indeed. Oh, my God. Do you know what? I haven't seen Bullet for a long, long time. I don't think Steve McQueen films personally hold up particularly well.
Do you think we get blinded by the coolness?
Well, no, I get blinded by... Do you know what annoys me,
Go
right,
on.
Craig, about Steve McQueen?
Mm.
The director, Steve McQueen. He needs to change his name.
Do you think?
Yeah, because there's the director, Katherine. Is it 12 Years a Slave?
Oh, right. Is he called Steve McQueen as well?
Steve McQueen, very famous, an excellent director, right? But you can't say, well, there's a new Steve McQueen movie coming out, and you can't.
Yeah,
because
because I
everyone's
immediately
like,
think it must be something they dug out of the archives.
yeah, exactly. So that's what annoys me most about Steve McQueen, is the other Steve McQueen.
Well, I'm not going to lie, that was the first Steve McQueen film I've watched, was Bullet. But it's ruined for me now.
Too many Beatles, too many Steve McQueens.
Can I recommend a movie, a Sam Peckinpah movie that gets overlooked?
Go for it.
Convoy.
Oh.
I've never heard of it.
You know Sam Peckinpah, right? He used to do the violent movies.
Yeah.
Straw Dogs and another one. Convoy. If you look a brief glimpse at it, it looks like a very light, frothy, silly movie
About trucking.
It's actually about racism. It's about America. It's about politics. And yes, it is. Quite a lot of it is actually about trucking. Yeah, quite a lot of it is about trucking. I can't deny that. And CB radios. But I love Convoy. What a movie.
It was quite formative for you, wasn't it?
Oh, Arizona noon, 7th of June, when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cannon back and a Jaguar hauling arse. We trucked all day and we trucked all night. Big Benny improving our style. You can tell by the smell we were heading for hell and the devil was Dirty Lyle. When I was 13 or 14...
Are you still singing, or is this a...
When I was 13 or 14, I had a cassette of the Convoy soundtrack, which has never been re-released since, which is a shame because there's some great songs on there. And I wrote down the lyrics of Convoy on a sheet because I was so obsessed with that. It's some song, some movie, Craig. I tell you what, I'll watch Bullet, you watch Convoy. Let's meet in a couple of weeks.
I've written it down, Convoy.
Convoy. You got that, Craig?
It's been
and I'm going to write down.
Not to be confused with Congo, which is a terrible movie.
And I'm going to write down Bull It.
There we go.
Thank you, Craig.
See you later.
Tutty bye. That's how you do it.
He
That's how
comes
you
in
do
with
it.
his film, you show him yours,
Yeah.
everyone goes away with a mission.
How is it? Arizona noon, 7th June, noon, 7th of June. I keep saying noon. Arizona noon, 7th of June. Benny Bruno, some of the snow, hand found the devil was dirty life. We got a convoy trucking through the night. We got a convoy, ain't she beautiful sight? Come on, join the convoy, ain't never gonna get away. We're gonna hold this trucking convoy across the USA. Convoy. Let me get into the second verse.
This is what you're going to be like in the old people's home,
What's the?
isn't it?
You just ruined the flow of the second verse.
Run up again.
Arizona noon, 7th of June, when they harbored over the pass. Bulldog met with a cannon bag and a jaguar holding out. We trucked on down, we trucked on. I've been improving outside. We down by the smell, we had found the devil was dirty loud. We got a money convoy, trucking through the night. We got a money convoy, and she been on time. Money John, now come. Oh, now I've gone into the last chorus. I'm going to convoy, convoy. The rubber. What is the? Someone give me the first line. This is how good I am. Give me the first line. Google it. First line of the second verse of Convoy, and I'm not going to look. Right. Break on 1-9. This is the rubber
got it?
duck. No, that's the talky bit that Jim is just giving me.
What do you want?
The first line of the second verse.
Was
First line.
the dark of the moon.
That's not a line. That's the half a line, full line.
Was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June.
Second line, next line.
In Kenworth pulling logs.
That's not the song. That's the single version that they based the film on. Then they re-recorded it. I want the Convoy.
Could you be more specific?
I will.
Convoy.
I will.
Film version.
Convoy film version, please.
I mean. Okay.
Very, very important to me that I get this right because we've got over 4,000 people watching.
I mean, everyone now is on tenterhooks.
This is high octane stuff, says Dodgy Goth. This is better than the sports they were showing yesterday.
Differently for this. Convoy with correct lyrics. All right, let's try this then.
Just read it. Oh, for God's sakes.
Shh. Okay, so...
Stop getting Convoy wrong. You're absolutely right, Jim.
We trucked all day.
We trucked all night, Big Bet. I've done that bit. Been bending, improving our style. We could tell by the smell we were heading for hell and the devil was Dirty Lyle.
Now, Lyle was a creep.
Lyle was a creep. He acted cheap, but he
No,
had...
it was tacky and cheap.
Tacky and cheap, but he had a badge and a gun. Now, Lyle was a creep.
He hated the duck and he hated his truck.
He hated the duck and he hated his truck and he loved to bust truckers for fun.
So
he
followed the line.
And he bided his time and he waited for a chance
to
strike.
And he picked on a trucker,
a wiry little sucker, a trucker they called Spider Mike.
More?
Line.
But the great rubber duck.
But the great rubber duck sort of run out of luck when he crossed that final ridge.
There was choppers and rigs.
That's not how it goes.
Yeah, choppers and rigs full of guns and
full of
pigs.
Wall to wall and rigs. He showed no fear as he grabbed his gear and he stuck it in Granddaddy Low.
Wow, that took a turn.
Those guns went boom and his ass went zoom and the Mac took a terminal blow.
Yeah.
We got a mighty convoy. We didn't lose.
That was a lot of fun.
Didn't lose any viewers while we did that. Did not lose one viewer while we did that. That is what Twitch is all about. 4,129 people. Watch him.
Welcome.
Yes! 324.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Ian Lee. Yeah, you're looking a bit confused right now. I will explain. Are you the same Ian Lee that was on How to Start Your Own Danny Wallace?
Yes, I was. I don't think was I in the show in the end, or was I think I might have popped up in the show briefly, but I was, or maybe I was just in the DVD extras. I can't remember, but yes.
Yes, you did. Both times actually, on the show and on the DVD.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember if I was in the show or not. Yeah, he came into when I was at LBC, I think, and came in and filmed something, and then he had like a gathering in Leicester Square, and I went there, and that was probably the DVD. Yes, that was me.
Yes.
Do you remember on that day in London where you pointed out a random man and said he looks weird?
I do not remember that, but you're going to tell me that you know that guy?
I am that guy.
Shut the front door.
He also sounds weird.
What's your name?
I'm not calling to actually harass you or anything, Ian Lee. I want to make that clear right now.
Okay.
I want to actually thank you.
Oh.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah, go on.
Because after there was a reading of Yes Man by Danny Wallace.
Yeah.
I told him about that story, and there is a video of this. So I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to make your life awkward or anything. That's not the point of this call. I actually wanted to say thank you for all of that. Because what Danny Wallace wrote in that book after actually got me through a lot of hard times.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. First of all, let me apologise if me pointing you out and saying
I did not call
but let me
for that
let me
reason.
please. If me pointing you out and saying there's a weird guy, if that caused you any emotional problems or in any way made you feel less than, that would not have been my intention. But I
No, I know.
apologise if that did. May I ask what he wrote in there, or is that private? Is that between you and the lovely Danny Wallace?
He wrote, everyone that said that is wrong.
There you go. Danny's right. Danny's right, and I was wrong.
And that actual book, meeting Danny Wallace, and actually even meeting you, actually changed a lot in my life. And I actually wanted to say thank you.
Okay. Well, I am glad. Can I have a name so that I can type your name into, so that if you call in again, we can go, hello, Steve, or would you rather not?
I would rather I didn't.
I like the
just
mystery
wanted to
of you.
actually say.
I'm going to call you. Can I call you Random Guy? Would that be just so I can? I've got it on my screen in my phone system. Would that be okay?
Yep, that's totally fine.
There we go. Well, thank you for sharing that, Random Guy, or RG. I genuinely appreciate that. Danny Wallace is one of the very, very good souls on this planet.
He is. And actually, that book and what happened and everything actually got me through a lot.
Good. How are you doing now? You all right?
I'm doing much more better in life. Thank you very much. Okay. I was in a very toxic relationship, and everything was very bad in my life right then. But I don't know, things change over time, and yeah, that was one of the changing points.
Nice one, man. Good. Well, I'm glad that the trajectory is better than it was. My God, that must have been, I'm going to say 13 years ago?
Yep.
Wow. Look at us. We got old. Hey, nice one, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you sharing that, and I appreciate your honesty.
No, that's fine. No, I just wanted to say to everyone that the reason why I wanted to say as well that even though I knew it was like a joke, I knew it wasn't meant out of like real spite.
Yeah.
But even little things like that, even if they seem bad, can be a huge motivator to change your life. And little things like what Danny Wallace wrote, you can look back at those times and you can go, that is where I came from and this is where I am now.
Thanks for sharing, man.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Or I just wanted to say thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I scared you or scared anyone.
You scared me a little bit and I feel uncomfortable. But I feel uncomfortable, not because of you, but because I am reminded that, that particularly in the past, but even now to a certain extent, but particularly in the past, I got it wrong a lot. And things that I thought were throwaway comments, I was unaware of the impact that they could have potentially had on people. So thank you for reminding me. Genuinely.
No, it wasn't for that. It was actually just to say thank you.
This is like the thank you club. I like it. I like the thank you club. I'm going to start a thing called the thank you club. Hey, nice one, Random Guy. I hope you're cool with that nickname, and hopefully we'll get to speak again soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you later on.
Have a good night to you both, and
Bye-bye.
to everyone in the chat.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that made me feel uncomfortable, but sometimes Sometimes we have to be reminded of our behaviour, and a thing like that I don't really remember. I remember the event. I certainly don't remember saying that, but that obviously had an impact.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say profound. Maybe it was profound. It had an impact on RG, as we are now calling him, and I'm glad that he. I wonder how. I should have asked it. I wonder how difficult that was to share.
Mhm.
Maybe it wasn't.
It's always kind of terrifying when someone says, drops it, drip, 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 the way he did. Do you remember this? Do you remember where you were? That kind of thing.
Good for him. He was in control of that situation,
Yeah,
and that is good. For those who don't know, I used to be an asshole. And I still have the tendency to be that, and I'm kind of working out how not to be one so much. And I'm a junkie and all kinds of bits and pieces. I'm in recovery, and I was certainly clean when that happened. But that would have been, if that was 13 years ago, that was probably about 3 years when I was doing drive time on LBC. So I was probably about 2 years clean at that point. But it's made me feel very nervous. And that's good. That's a good thing, because I'm aware of it and I can take it in and I can see how that goes. Do you want to take this call, Catherine?
Sure. Hello. Who's that?
Hello, it's Jason. I called before. How are you?
Columbo.
It's Jason. I called before. How are
could you
you?
mute your stream, please? Because otherwise we're going to get it twice-fold.
I've done it, and I'm going to try and speak a bit quieter than I was before. And
And also, it sounds like you're going to be speaking a little bit drunker than you were before.
Possibly, quite. Yes. But I apologise, because I was inquiring about fast running, and I felt like I put you on the spot. But all I wanted to call back to say is that it's so fantastic to get you back on the air again. And I'm not going to make any comments about anything else, but I do. So I apologise about being drunker and about before inquiring, putting you on the spot. But I just think you're great. That's it. Full stop.
Are you married?
No.
Neither am I.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Do you want? Maybe we can sort something out here.
Pizza.
Is that what you call it?
Where are you going?
Well, I just feel like I'm a bit of a third wheel. I was going to leave you to thrash this out.
You're my contraception.
I'm open, Catherine. Are you open?
How dare you, sir?
I'm very closed.
How dare you, sir? Let's go to... Oh, I just missed him. Let me call him back. Let me call Jerry back. I just missed Jerry.
That was a classic. I love you, man. I love you, man. No, don't laugh. I mean it.
And that's why they shouldn't have opened pubs again. Because that's I flipping love you, man. Give me a hug. I haven't got COVID. I have not got the COVID.
Man.
You shut up. I have not got the COVID. Jerry, they can't... Here
there
we
he
go.
is.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm outside in the garden.
What
He's escaping. Jerry's escaping.
I should do I've got like just on the doorway watching me.
I can see security in the background.
Can you see him?
Yeah.
And he's there watching me.
Quite right.
Why didn't you come in? Why didn't you come back inside? I said no. Oh, I for fresh air. Well, how are you doing? Doing all right?
Yeah, it's going really well tonight. We've got good numbers. It's a funny old show. This feels like, for the first time this week, it's only show 4, this feels like a proper show to me. I don't know about you, Catherine. Maybe we'll have a little chat in a second, but this feels to me... Oh, I need to change that Skype thing. This feels to me like a proper show. It feels like we're getting up to speed now.
Yeah, it's really relaxed. That's the thing with Dead Good. It's really good. It's what she's like. She's the other day. It's like good. They chilled out the other day.
We've had good bits. We've had some really good bits. I don't feel we've had a good show tonight, and we've got 50 minutes, so it could still go to cock, even with the technical problems.
It went to cock to start with. I think we got it out of the way.
Tonight feels like a good show.
It's like Halloween at the wind. There's someone behind me. It's like Halloween at the wind, the shadow. Just standing there.
Look at that. Isn't that funny?
No, they're trying to hide.
I felt not far from me and broke your finger. Just madness.
Yeah, how did you break your finger? You showed us the other day.
I can do it exactly. It's just Glassbridges. Let me tell you, it's Glassbridges. Can you see him? Glassbridges. I jumped over there. Tried to jump over to his one house.
You tried to jump over one?
Yeah, I jumped over the fumes. Just sort of. She's coming. She's coming.
Can I just say, listen, there are people in the chat who don't know that Jerry used to call us in the past, and someone said, "Oh, Jerry looks." Someone said, "I think that Jerry looks like he's on drugs or something," and now people have pointed out that Jerry's got Parkinson's, and that person in the chat feels terrible. It's fine. Just maybe we can all learn not to make judgments when we see people, but it's fine. You didn't know. There's no reason to know. You said it quickly, so let's not all kind of pile on. I mean, Jerry is a pain in the arse. I'm going to say that.
And he is heavily medicated.
So he is on drugs.
My t-shirt. I bought from eBay 10 years ago. 10 years ago. They're good.
What's the weather like? Is it cool there?
It's spitting. It's spitting. That's why I'm under shelter. And I want to go under. That's why I'm under shelter. Under shelter. Not the homeless.
I want to sleep in the garden.
It's nice, relaxing. It's relaxing, it's nice. See the stars, well, I can't see the stars, but cloudy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. No, that prison feels bad. Don't feel bad, I'm alright.
Jerry, keep the noise down, man. It's 11:15. There'll be people trying to sleep.
I know. It's not me. I'm awake.
Yeah, but no wonder you keep getting kicked out of the homes. You don't want Richard Gregorian to have to work his magic again.
He's 80, good man. He's assisted with the human touch.
The next live read will get. I tell you what, let's
Did
do.
you hear what he said? It's listed with a human touch.
There we go. Let's do. I tell you what we're going to do. Hang on a minute. What we're going to do is, Jerry, you are going to do the advert for Richard. There we go. Let me just get the logos up. There we go. Right. So. Now it's Jerry is talking about our sponsor, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Away you go, Jerry.
Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Lawyers with a human touch.
Got to do a bit more than that. You've got to do a bit more than that because A, that sounds creepy, but secondly, we said we talk about them for about 45 seconds each, so you've got to carry on a bit more.
They do not work for free, but they do a good deal.
They do not work for free, but they do a good deal. Flipping heck, man.
They get you out of trouble. If you're in trouble, they'll solve it for you. No problem too small. Bob. You want Bob the cat and Bob the cat.
Bob the cat isn't with them. He's with the other people.
That's what
Jerry, go to bed.
I'm going to take medication. Nurse is coming to take me away. Nurse.
Yeah.
Up your bum. There
Those
we go.
poor nurses.
So that's Richard's advert done.
Did you see her very gently just put his chair there and then stand out the way? She thought she was standing out the way. She wasn't. She was like that.
Let me quickly take this call, then we'll do Summers. Hello, caller. Hello, Joseph.
Yo, hi man. Hey,
Joseph.
first things first. Yeah, no, I went. My dad went to school with you in primary school.
Did he?
You went to Herschel. You went to Herschel, right?
Yeah, Herschel. That was
yeah.
That wasn't primary school. What was your dad's name?
Luke. You said you were mates, but it was probably a long time ago, so I don't know if you remember.
Luke. My memory of school is not great. I don't remember. I probably knew him.
Maybe. I'll ask him anyway.
Get some. I want more details about your dad.
I mean, he's just had a. I mean, he's addicted to heroin now. He's just.
Oh no!
I don't
is
know.
he?
Yeah. His name is he goes online by Roach. Roach. Some of you might know him. He's a mod. He's a mod in On Screen. If you know that
all
streamer.
right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that he's struggling with heroin. I don't know if you know, Joseph, I'm a drug addict. I was a cocaine addict for a long time. Cocaine and ecstasy and all kinds of stuff. There is an alternative. You know, if he wants help, there is help out there. You can change his life around.
Yeah, he wanted to go on methadone, but he said he just likes heroin too much. That's what he said.
Apparently, it's very Moorish, and I don't say that lightly. You know, it is. They don't say it's like kissing God for nothing. How are you with that, though, man?
I mean, I don't care, man. I've tried it once. I thought it was all right.
Okay, but you're not worried. You're not worried about your dad. That doesn't worry you.
No. Roach is good, but I mean, what can you do? You know, he can't do much.
You can't fix him.
I'm not going to call the police, am I?
No, well, I mean, maybe you could call the police. I don't know. It probably wouldn't solve anything. It was just a short-term solution.
Nah, man. But he's working on a new website, though. You know, Twitch Docs, the old website.
Right.
Well, I'm not sure if you know, but he's got some good things going, so it's not all bad.
Okay, well, good for him. Well, I wish him well. What can we do for you tonight, Joseph?
Not much, man. My friend just linked you my stream. I just recognised that my dad went to your school.
I like your friend. I like your friend a lot.
Yeah.
All right, man. Listen,
all right.
nice to talk to you, and
you
stay
too,
safe.
man.
All right, stay safe. Gosh, wasn't there a lot in that call? I don't remember the name, Luke. Could have been a kid younger than a year below me. I don't know. But yeah, that was heavy. I wasn't being flippant about heroin. I've never done it. You know the reason I didn't do it? Didn't know where to get it. That's it. And gosh, what a call. Let's stop playing a guessing game in the chat, please, guys. Let's stop playing the guessing game. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can. Hello, Greg.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Ian, I'm thinking of going into stand-up comedy. Can I show you a joke?
No, thank you, mate. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But
I remember that picture from the other night.
Yeah, I remember that picture from the other night. But thanks very much indeed. Telephone number. Why don't you say hello to Andrew?
Hey, Andrew.
Hello there, Katherine. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. What brings you to the late night alternative tonight when you should be fast asleep in bed?
Go to bed.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm in Denver, so it's middle of the afternoon. It's like Iain and Katherine in the afternoon.
Yes, mate.
Beautiful.
Yes, it
is.
How is Denver this afternoon?
It's 98 degrees, sunny. It's the pollen count's really high, but it's absolutely lovely. And I've been working at home for about 3 or 4 months now because of lockdown. My company's quite smart in terms of letting people work from home, and a lot of other people had to go back to work, and I only have to go into work 1 week a month at the moment, so that's rather nice. But the reason I'm calling, I just wanted to ask you about that. You sent on Twitter. There's that lovely picture of that pie you made the other day.
Oh,
the
yeah, I made
vegan
a lovely pie. Yeah, nice pie. Vegan.
What was the meat in there? Was it looked like beef, but obviously it wasn't. It's like some sort of faux beef.
No, there was no faux beef. It was lentils and mushrooms are kind of the meat. Yeah, lentils, carrot, and mushrooms were kind of the basic stuff. There was no faux meat in there, and it's a good pie. I'm going to go and get the book because we keep talking about the book.
Yeah, and you know what? When he started saying, "Oh, look, let's try eating vegan for a bit," because he's been cooking my tea when I came over. I thought, oh, I'm going to end up starving. No, really feeling really satisfying, and also you don't. I don't know. You feel a bit lighter, rather than stodged up.
Less bloated. We've had 3 recipes from the book, and tonight was frozen vegan pizza with a little bit of salad and some leftover pie from last night, and it was beautiful. So this is the there we go. Jackman wrote veganish. I went on Twitter and just said, anyone recommend a good book? And this one was recommended quite a lot, and I like Jack Monroe. I don't know her, but I just like her, and I like her style, and I like what she stands for. And I got it, and it has been really, really good. Let me just say, the pie was just... we're doing stroganoff tomorrow, Katherine.
Oh, that stroganoff was good.
Yeah, it's just carrots, mushrooms, lentils. And that's it.
And how did you make the pastry? Is it just normal pastry then?
It's not. I bought the pastry. I bought the pastry.
It was short crust, wasn't it?
Yeah, I cheated. Listen, I'm not going to go that far down the route. I cheated a little bit. But this is the thing, right? Andrew, I don't know how to cook for myself. I don't know how to look after myself. I don't know these things. And so this is one of the reasons I'm doing veganism is just because it means I have to think a little bit more about what I eat, and it makes it a little bit harder to constantly just go and eat biscuits and to snack and do all of that. So I'm kind of... At the start of this week, I chose the meals that I wanted throughout the rest of the week, so I had to buy all the ingredients. And I bought some cheese and some bits and pieces, vegan cheese for snacks and stuff like that. And so far it's worked perfectly. I'm going to do it for a month. That's what I'm aiming for. And then at the end of the month, see how I feel, see if I've lost any weight. It would be a nice byproduct if I did, but not the reason for doing it. And seeing how I feel. But also, I'm not being completely strict about it. The first day, I bought egg pasta by mistake, egg noodles by mistake. And I wasn't going to throw them away. I did it and went, okay, well, that's a slight concession. I can live with that, So I'm not beating myself up about it.
You were a vegetarian for a long time, weren't you?
I was a vegetarian for 26 years, yeah.
And then the children
Yeah.
had a dinner that they didn't quite finish. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it was spaghetti bolognese that my wife had made. She was an amazing cook, and I just tasted the sauce to make sure it was cooked properly, and it was so delicious. I just kept tasting a bit, and then when they left it, I kind of ate it, and I was doing that for a few weeks, and I thought, oh, this is dishonest. This is not good. So I phoned my wife up one day. I said, look, I'm going to ask you a favour. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't ask me any questions. But tonight, once I've done it, I'll happily talk about it. But I feel very uncomfortable. But could you cook me? Do you know how to cook a steak? I'd never had steak. So do you know how to cook steak? Would you mind cooking me a steak for dinner tonight?
You're talking to a half Greek woman.
Yeah.
Do you know how to cook ...
Yeah.
Yes,
I had steak, and it was like, oh my God, I was just sucking the steak because and the next day I felt full of energy and I could see colours brighter, and so I was back on the meat. But ethically, I don't agree with meat eating, but one of the reasons I became a vegetarian was for ethics, for David ethics. But yeah, so I don't know where this is going to go, Andrew. I'm not making any lifelong plans. I'm just planning for the next 3.5 weeks.
A lot of celebs are doing it at the moment. I think Chris Evans is going vegan as well, or we've gone vegan on his show. But I think the lady who talked about the cookbook, she guested on his show at one point. So
I think they're right. I think vegans are right. It's better for the planet. However, there is no humane way of killing animals. There's no humane way of milking cows. That is torturous, and they're injected with drugs, and they have their calves ripped away. The vegan argument is a really, really strong one. There's very little kind of flaws with it. But also I tell you what annoys me is when you'll get right-wing commentators, or just like Piers Morgan, or just take the piss out of veganism, and it's like, well, don't do that.
Also, what harm does it do to you?
No, exactly. Don't do that. When Piers Morgan had a heart
Greg's
attack,
hot dog, wasn't it?
Greg, it was a
roll.
vegan sausage roll.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack. I was thinking, well, no, don't do that. That's silly. That's belittling people who have a slightly different attitude to you. Why are you a vegan, Andrew, or are you considering it?
No, I'm considering it. I'm considering it. I don't eat any red meat anymore. I just eat chicken and fish, and I'm sort of thinking about getting rid of that and going the vegan route. But I think it'd certainly be healthier for me in the long run. And then since lockdown, I mean, I've got 3 dogs that I walk 6-7 miles a day. I live right along a trail in the mountains, so I do a lot of exercise. I need to run a little bit more, so I'm just trying to get rid of some of the carbs, some of the fat, some of the dairy, that sort of thing would be very beneficial, I think.
Yeah.
But it looks so good. The picture looks so good, and Cass very lucky that she comes over, you cook her meal, and
well, I'm lucky
I think
that
you've got a good deal.
I'm lucky that she'll eat with me as well.
But in the past, I've done it for you, haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, of course. And we used to. That was part of the ritual of doing the radio show together. Is that we would either eat in the canteen, or we'd go out for a meal before, or we'd buy, stuff to eat together. That was part of it. And during lockdown, I don't like people, and I'm not very sociable, but I have missed sitting down and having a meal. So I'm lucky that Kath, her doesn't eat with her kids. She does sometimes, but comes over and has dinner later with me. It's kind of a nice. It makes this all a bit more special, I think.
I also think that if you live on your own, it's very easy not to bother, not to look after yourself, because it's, why would you cook? It can be a bit of a faff if you're on your Todd, but you've got a little mission now, haven't you?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. But it's a good book, Andrew, and it's really. I'm not a cook. Right? I'm a cook. It's a Steven Seagal line. But
It was a terrible film.
I'm a cook. But is that the one on a train or a boat?
No, the boat where Erica Eleniak comes out of the cake.
I don't know if I've seen it, but I'd like to. That's tomorrow's movie. The recipes are really simple, is what I'm trying to say.
And Katie was a good guest, by the way. Really good guest.
I love her so much. What a find.
Yeah.
Her BBC show on Yacht Rock was amazing. It was so funny. She was on rollerblades, I think, and
Can you think of anyone better as well to tell you all about it? She's just got that thing, and you just want to hear her expound the virtues of all this kind of what could be, is cheesy stuff, but she just, she's so good.
Hey, nice one, Andrew. Nice to talk to you, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Just again, I know Jack Monroe Veganish is the book I got, and it was because loads of people recommended it, and I like her, and we're going to do that burger at some point.
Oh yes, we are. What is that?
Look at this. Where are we? Look at the state of that burger. I might not go into focus because I've got the camera on an odd setting. That burger looks awesome.
Take it from me. It's a juicy burger.
That's happening. That is happening. We got a phone call. Good evening, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. How the devil are you?
I'm good, thank you. You well?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. What is that? What is that picture of behind you?
That's a collage that I made end of last year. Sometime.
It looks incredible, man. What is the centre of it? At first I thought it was like the human.
So did I. Anatomical thing.
An anatomical thing. But what is the centrepiece of that?
I think it was like a bottle of rum or something that had like a poster that came with it, and I cut it out. And I just had loads of trash, and I was clearing out some cupboards, and I was like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? So I just decided to put it into a collage because it's better than sitting in a drawer.
I love it. You're absolutely right. I also like the fact that, he's a guitar player. No, he's not. That's a rock band guitar. He's got.
I've got one of those under my bed.
He's got hanging on the wall. Love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I bought Beatles Rock Band the other day, but I haven't got a guitar.
I've got one.
Man.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you got two guitars?
No.
Bring a guitar round.
Yeah, but I think mine's for Nintendo.
Well, then you haven't got the. I mean,
but I've got Beatles Rock Band.
But why would you say that then?
What? It's
you
true.
haven't got a guitar then that is useful to me.
Not the one that's useful to you, but I have got a guitar. Man. Why is it all about you?
Because I was the one talking about. Do you see what you've done, Michael? You've come on here and you've caused nothing.
With your guitar,
you've caused nothing but arguments, for crying out loud.
What are all the post-its? You look like either a very forgetful man or a very organised man.
A little from column A, little from column B. I'm trying to write a novel, so they're trying to kind of track my novel that I've been writing for a few years. Albeit like take some baby steps and then some big leaps forward, and then you stop for a while and then you go back to it. So yeah, it's hard, but I'm trying to keep track of it, but it's not.
Sorry,
easy.
man. I feel like you've called up in good faith and you've been brave enough to use the Skype, and I feel like we're deconstructing your life, and I hope you don't think we're being rude.
No, man, it's all good. I know the shtick. It's fun.
Okay, nice one,
all good.
What can we do for you, Michael?
I heard during the trial test episodes that you said something about doing a Lost Revisited.
Ooh.
Yes, I did. I did.
And I wanted to know more because I'm a massive Lost fan. And I loved when you did the Sky Lost show. That was amazing.
I've flown to Hawaii twice. Right?
I know.
Have you ever been to Hawaii, Kath?
No, my parents have.
It's a long old flight. It's about 27 hours because you have to fly all the way to LA and then you have to stop in LA for ages. And then it's like another 12 hours or something. It's a long flight. And I was only there. We went twice, and I think I was there for 5 days for one. I think I was there for 2 days for the second. And I got to go on the set of Lost. I was almost in Lost. I was made up. I had the green Dharma overalls on, and I was about to go in it. And then Jack Bender, the director, was up for me walking past, pushing a bike. And then someone from the union said, well, he's not union. You can't use him. You can't use him in the background. And anyway. And for those who don't know, I did a podcast for Lost, and it was one of the first, if not the first, podcasts that was accompanying a TV show. And this is how long ago this was, Michael. I got that job on MySpace. A guy called Colin, messaged me on MySpace because they'd heard me talking about Lost on LBC and said, we're a new company and we're doing a podcast about Lost. Would you be up for presenting it? Best best email best MySpace DM I'd ever had, because I got 6 years of work out of that, and got to meet the cast of one of my favourite shows.
What's in your hair? Someone's saying in the chat there is something in your hair.
Get it out then! Get it out then!
What is it?
Get it out then! Get it out!
What is that? Plaster.
Oh God, the roof's gonna fall in. It's been one of them shows, right?
Record and play.
That's all that was missing.
So I did a podcast, and then became a vodcast, and then there were a few TV shows and stuff like that, and there's some bits of it on YouTube. And I was talking about doing, as well as doing this, the Late Night Alternative, which is out as a podcast. I've kind of got another podcast stream that I've not really used, called Ian Lee Bonus, and Bonus. And I was doing the 11 o'clock shows revisited, where I watched old TV shows that I've been in. And it dawned on me that it now might be a good time, Michael, for me to rewatch Lost.
Hell yeah.
And do like an episode by episode commentary. Maybe speak to my friends Geeky Tom to see if he fancies coming on and having a chat. You know, seeing if he's still as.
I used to love watching you guys go back and forth and talk about it on the show. It was genius. It was just not height in the show, and it was the highlight for the week after the show. It was great.
I couldn't remember the other guy's name for some reason.
Yeah.
Because he moved to America.
He did the magazine as well, didn't he?
He did the magazine. He's moved to America now. He's a really successful book editor and over there. So I might invite them to come on if they fancy having a chat once in a while. It's probably going to happen. I want to get this up to speed. I want to get this nice and smooth, and tonight has been nice and smooth. I've got a lot of spare time at the moment, so why not watch an episode of Lost and record a little accompanying.
Are you ready to go back there? Because, you said to me that it took you a long time to get over the disappointment.
So angry at the end.
I loved the end. I loved it. I was a big fan. I think it's the perfect ending to any show.
Whole last season was the bit for me that made me think the last season was not going to work was when, and I can't remember any of their names, but when Drive Shaft were playing at like a sort of jazz festival with the scientist guy.
Yeah, they were playing. It was the Flash Sideways though. So that was
and I just thought this sucks. I thought the ending wasn't great, and so much so that I took a couple of years ago. I took all of my DVD box sets to a charity shop, got rid of them, and I never watched the final season. There was an extra disc of Hurley and Ben Linus on the island, and I never watched that 25-minute thing. Never watched it.
Man. It's worth it. Have you never watched it since it debuted on TV? Have you not rewatched it? Right. I think if you rewatch the show, I think you'll change your opinion about the ending and the whole thing.
Okay.
I
can understand that. It was a
and with
this
retrospect,
thing coloured your attitude to series. You won't watch a series anymore because it's too much commitment. And he goes, I just know what's going to happen. They're going to let me down.
No. It's all good. And especially with 15 years of hindsight, learning, maturity.
15 years, geez, suddenly I feel old. But also, we never found out. Never found out who was shooting on the rowboats when they're jumping through time, and then there's Sawyer and someone else are on one of the rowboats and they're getting shot at, and we never found out who was shooting at them. And
wasn't it themselves? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't. Everyone was going, well, it should be themselves, but we never found out.
Yeah, I think you're right. I can't remember for sure.
But I tell you what's kind of whetted my appetite for it a bit is I recently watched the TV series of The Watchmen. Mm-hmm. And I've just finished season 1 of The Leftovers.
Brilliant show.
Both written. It's Lindelof.
Lindelof did The Leftovers and Watchmen. Yeah.
Both written by him.
Yeah.
And he's brilliant.
Yeah,
he's brilliant.
And I think Leftovers is a really good successor to Lost because it's got the same spirit and emotion and feeling as Lost.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful show. Really good.
If I do the podcast, will you come on an episode?
Oh man, I'd love to. That would be an honour.
Right, hang on a minute. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to your name. Hang on a minute. I'm going to. Where's my edit? I'm going to say Michael Lost Podcast. Right.
You're a star. Thank you so much.
It will happen. It might be a little while, but
but I'm looking forward to it. It's really good. As soon as you said it, I got excited. I had a little dance. It's all good.
A little dance. Oh, in that case. Wow. All right, it's going to happen. Hey, nice one, Michael. Thanks for talking to us. I appreciate it. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers. See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
There we go. It's going to happen. It is going to happen.
I watched the first series of Lost, and I think when I realised that there was going to be a second series, I went, nah, Not for me.
A lot of people said that nothing happened. There were a couple of episodes. I mean, the episode where it was all about Jack's tattoos. That was a real case of, guys. But then the writers kind of went, oh, okay, no one liked the tattoo episode. We won't be doing that again. So they kind of moved on. I just got a feeling that we'll see where we get to with this. Hello, caller.
Hey, Ian Lee, do you remember?
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. It's funny because it said your name was Becky, and but that was a boy's voice.
Yeah, unless Becky's his mum and he's nicked her phone.
Becky Smollen. Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Nick. Good evening.
Hello, Nick. What can we do for you, Nick?
Yeah, just a quick call, really. Don't you think it's weird how you kind of fall into something you don't realise you're into, and then you realise you've been listening to it for 4 nights in a row?
What on earth could you be talking about, Nick?
No idea.
No idea. Well, I'm glad you've fallen into
I've
it.
been seduced, and I've subscribed. So
yes.
Oh, well, we're assuming he's talking about us.
Oh,
yeah. Basically,
maybe it means Alan Bezic.
I came here via Mr. Mortimer.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Wasn't he good?
Which I know he's very vulnerable, but he's lovable, and he's a bit of a genius.
I feel sorry for his poor wife, though.
But watch them teeth.
Yeah.
Those teeth will be around when we're all long gone.
I think everyone agrees he's a bit of a genius. So.
Oh, he's. I don't know if you've ever been in his company, Nick. I've been lucky enough. I've been in his company several times, not for a while, but he's one of those people. It's just effortless, and he won't be doing a routine or anything. He'll just be talking, and you cannot stop laughing at him. You can't stop laughing. It's so wonderful.
Like when we were talking to him, sometimes he was saying something quite serious, and I realised I had a big grin on my face just because he's adorable.
Yeah, he's a real gentleman. He's been so kind to me as well through the years, and I'm eternally grateful. But he got you hooked on this rubbish, did he?
Yeah, he just sent some random link, and it's a kind of funny weird because I kind of thought I recognise that guy from the 11 o'clock show, and that was like 98 or something.
98, it started, yeah.
Yeah,
22
so
years ago.
It's weird how things like time folds within itself, and you join the dots and that kind of thing.
I love the line "time falls within itself." I know exactly what you mean by that. It's suddenly we're old, Nick. Suddenly we're old, and 1998 is 22 years ago.
Well, I'm 35. I feel old now, so I don't know.
A baby. I used to joke when I was on LBC, which I would have been 31, 32. I used to joke that 30. Well, it was half a joke. I said it because I knew it would annoy people. That 37 was the cutoff point, and once you got past 37, you were past it. And people like in their and do you know what? At the age of 47. I kind of believe it. 30. There's something magic about 37, I think, and that seems like a lifetime. How old are you if you don't? You're 42, aren't you, Catherine?
Yeah, I'm 43 next month.
43 next month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how are you feeling about that?
I don't give a toss. But I don't want. I used to like birthdays. Now I don't care. My 40th, I didn't care. I didn't want to discuss it. I didn't feel bad about it, but I just don't feel like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I actually think that. I think from my mid-30s to now, I've kind of found myself again after getting a bit lost with sort of, being mum and all these different things happen, and being in jobs that I wasn't crazy about. And I feel like suddenly I'm kind of free of a lot of that stuff, and I don't particularly care what anyone thinks about me anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was always trying to chase that,
Nick, what's your favourite Vic and Bob, or your favourite Vic and Bob show?
You put me on the spot there.
I know, it's
really
a tough question. I tell you what, I was going to say House of Fools, but then I just remembered the Weekenders. Did you ever see the Weekenders?
Oh yeah, that was fantastic actually. Yeah,
that was like a one-off show they did for Channel 4. It was like a pilot
that's a really good show.
And it's like an avant-garde film. It's got Phil Oakey from the Human League in. And
that's right. Dry. I've interviewed him. He's hilarious.
Yeah. But he does a thing about they meet him at a meat festival in a field, and he says, someone says, "Will you leave a deposit, a monetary deposit?" And Phil Oakey just starts. I'm going to find it and play it. Dear listener, it kind of slipped through the net. Go and find The Weekenders with Vic and Bob. It is beautiful. It's kind of, I think you could argue it was like the inspired Catterick 10 years later or whatever.
It's
Love
true.
Vic and
That
Bob.
is that's actually on the money.
Yeah, I know my stuff, man. Well, listen, Nick, I'm glad you stuck around, and that Bob brought you here, and that you thought it was worth watching. It's hit and miss, this show. I'm going to be honest. It's hit and miss.
Well, only
I
because
would
there's no
say-
plan.
Yeah.
My 4-day summary would be: it's good stuff, well delivered, and I like the cut of your jibs, plural.
Thanks very much.
Nick, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your call. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And I didn't say my friend. I wanted to say my
You
friend.
didn't say sport either.
And I didn't say sport. Where is it? I want to find the clip of Phil Oakey on the Weekenders. It's some show. It's like an avant-garde film, and it's here we go. Let me
I
just.
don't think I ever saw this.
Oh, it's
When
beautiful.
was this? When?
Just round about the time of Big Night Out.
Oh, I used to love that.
But
I remember trying to show my friends that, and they didn't get it. Big Night Out. I had it on video.
Yeah, I remember the first episode. He sang "I'm a Believer," and I was
In.
Right, so here we go. You can't. No. You can't be sponsoring Vic and Bob. That's outrageous. You want to remove these two items? Yes. And I want to put this up there. Yes. Here we go. So this is a 50-second scene. Vic and Bob in the Weekenders. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Here we go. Look at this meat festival.
Wow! Nice. Featuring the red arrows.
Look, Jim, if it's what you really want, why don't you just buy it? I don't know. Maybe you can go and have a look at some others. What's your life? Can I lay a deposit on it? What? No! A monetary deposit! Hey, we're having a laugh here, aren't we? Yeah. Come on, let's have a look at the other stall. All right.
It's good, isn't it?
I just love him. I just love him.
It's so much fun, that. We've got 3,328 viewers. We got close to 4,500 again.
Greetings.
Thank you so much for watching. Do you want to tell them who we are and what we're doing here? We've got 20 minutes
One
left.
of us, well, you'll have to. This is a riddle. One of us is Iain Lee. One of us is me.
That's going to get him coming back for more.
Yeah, I know. I'm an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a dress that's slightly too tight.
Weeknights at 9 o'clock UK time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It is very Pacific.
4 p.m. You're an idiot. New York time. It's the time, and it's 3 hours at least. It could be longer sometimes. And you can call in if you're in the UK. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you you can Skype in from anywhere around the world. TLNA is the thing.
But what are the topics?
Mangani, excuse me. This is a prank call. Hello? Oh no, it's not. Oh!
We recognise you.
Hey, it's Pinky's Funhouse. Let's get Pinky up on the screen.
I gotta turn the mute thing off over here.
Um,
Woo! You had a double thing going on over
Hang
there.
on a minute. I'm still getting used to these.
Let's put you in.
Pinky is coming on. Pinky is who
Oh,
we raided
yes.
last night.
Yes.
Look at you, your beautiful hair, your beautiful
I'm
apartment.
still trying to catch up with everything from last night.
Hello, you two.
Yeah.
We're so pleased that you got in touch with us because, oh my God, what a lot of fun. We
Well,
were
I've
watching
been
you for ages.
trying.
How did it? Because you
calling and I'm like, am I being rude? Am I interrupting a call right now?
So you were streaming live for that because we got a lot of people. Pinky, Pinky, is that why I'm calling you Pinky or am I calling you Kayla?
Yeah. Well, either one, whatever. I don't
Okay,
care.
I'm going to go for Pinky. I used to go to school with a girl whose name was Pinky. She was
Right.
christened Pinky. It's a great name. So for that, we got lots of new people, Pinky, who don't know what Twitch is. So what we do at the end of the show, we do a thing called a raid, where we try and find someone who hasn't got many viewers, but we like the look of
Yeah,
as well.
they look cool.
You got me on a bad night, darling.
What?
Shut the front door.
You've got a tie-dye house. That's what caught our eye.
We saw you and we thought she looks wonderful. Let's raid here. And I think you had a couple of viewers and we brought in, I don't know, it was 700, 800, whatever it was. And then you freaked out and you said that you'd only just started streaming.
Yeah.
How long you been doing it for?
Like the tie-dyeing or streaming in general?
Streaming in... Well, are you tie-dyeing on stream?
Well, like streaming, like tie-dyeing while I'm peeing, or just streaming on Twitch?
You're streaming while you're peeing?
This has taken a very strange
Wow.
turn.
I mean, I didn't think
You
I
never
wanted to
know.
see that, but I'm up for it. How long have you been streaming on Twitch?
Okay, I think it's about 2.5, maybe 3 months, maybe now.
Okay. How are you finding it?
Well, my husband streams on there, Charlie.
Okay. And what kind of stuff is he doing?
Oh, he's a gamer.
What I loved about that yesterday was that you started getting all these people popping into your stream, and he was like,
Hey,
"Whoa,
I
whoa,
didn't
whoa!"
know what was going on.
I'm going to end my stream. He's taking pictures of the screen, getting all the numbers, storing it.
It was a riot.
I hope our people were kind to you. And if they weren't, just block the idiots.
Oh, I usually just, negativity, just.
Good. Good, because unfortunately we seem to be, and we seem to, for some reason, have been targeted by, what's the phrase? Oh, white supremacists, unfortunately. Imagine, it's 2020, so we kind of have a few come in the chat, and I'm just aware, it's only a few, it's just a few, but I'm just always aware, I don't want to take that negativity
Pass it on to someone
and
else.
pass it on to someone else. That would, I think it's rude to bring white supremacists around to your house, is what I'm
You
trying.
gotta have your crystals and stuff around you guys. Come on. Don't you
have
sage?
you got
You don't sage before stream?
Yeah, no, we don't sage. I just imagine. I imagine myself bathed in a white healing light.
Well, yeah. Protect your energy all around.
You're looking so glamorous.
Well, I have a nice little desk lamp here.
Oh,
My makeshift streaming light.
So, how often are you streaming then, Pinky?
Oh, I don't know. Whenever I go live.
Just when you fancy it.
Yeah, depends on the universe, I guess.
What's he up to? What's going on back there? I'm suspicious.
Yeah, what are you up to over there?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You're wearing like a tie-dye that I made like how many
4
years
years
ago? Not even.
It's an OG
Like way
tie-dye.
older than that.
It's an OG tie-dye.
An OG tie-dye. Oh, we had somebody from OG Hampshire. Are you here? I'm from New Hampshire. We had OG
Are
Hampshire.
you
Somebody else was
having?
like, oh, it's just Hampshire here. There's no new. It's just Hampshire.
It's just this is the original Hampshire. It's
Yes.
the original.
They tried to make it better the
OG.
second time.
He's glamorous.
Are you guys having fun? That's all I want to know. You having fun?
Oh, we're always having fun, living in the moment.
Beautiful. What is he doing now?
Oh, he's doing something in his backpack, grabbing. Oh,
Vaping.
his vape juices.
He's vaping, baby. What flavour are we having today?
What flavor, darling?
Mango, tangerine, guava, menthol.
Where do they come up with all these names for things anyway?
Why would you put
It's
menthol?
like when you're sniffing candles, they're like mountain breeze, and like this smells like clean linen. Like I don't smell this when I go into the nature, and I'm there all the time.
Yeah, well, I've never smelt a mountain breeze. I felt it.
I smelt one. It was kind of sheepy.
Okay, yeah, a little bit sheepy. Hey, listen, Pinky, just give us the name of your stream again, so that we'll put it in the chat. So if anybody, one of my mods is going to put it in the chat. So if anyone wants to come and check you out, I know you got a few follows last night.
Yes, I did. Oh, that was amazing. You guys are all amazing.
Give us the name of your stream so that we can type it in.
Pinky's Funhouse, one word.
Pinky's Funhouse. Beautiful. All right. Hey, listen, it's nice to talk to you. And thank you for being so delightful.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. It was great to talk to you guys.
It's a pleasure. Give us a call anytime. We'll see you later on.
Bye.
Bye. Someone said, oh, I like the way you pretend that you invented raids. No, not at all. I'm just aware that we have a lot of people. The reason we got this gig is because Twitch wanted us to bring people over to Twitch that had never used Twitch before. So explaining.
Or do they mean because we used to do something similar before? Is that what they mean?
No, they were. It was a non-sub. Here we go. I do love how you act like you invented the idea of a raid. Says
gosh.
As Friends Rust.
I love the way you thought you'd come up with that yourself.
Yeah, tough guy.
Don't be mean about it. We're just trying to explain it to people who haven't been here this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new thing, and there are a lot of people who have absolutely no idea what it is. So we are telling them what it is. What's your problem?
Get out of the bitter bar and play in the hay, man.
People, if you're wondering what I'm rubbing on my head, I'm addicted to this stuff. The
You're not as
forehead.
bad with it as you were.
I need to play with the camera tomorrow because I've put it on a wrong setting, which means it won't
If you
focus.
put your finger there, will it focus?
No, because because the other night I panicked. We were about to go live and it wouldn't focus.
Yeah.
So I then went deep into the settings and fiddled around, which I shouldn't have done, because all you got to do is just half press the button. I've since worked out, but I've undone every setting I've done. You're wondering what camera I'm using? It's a Panasonic Lumix GH5. We're streaming in 60 FPS at 1080p. That is what's going on. But I've muffed up the settings on there. So it's a brilliant camera being operated by... But even when it's being operated by an idiot, look at the quality of this stream.
It looks pretty good, yeah.
Look at the quality of the stream. But so this forehead is stuff that you put on your head and it cools you down. I've cut back on it because it is having less effect on me.
Also, the other day when you did it, it made your head really red, didn't it?
Yeah, it did,
Up
yeah.
the top.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Love it. What's your problem?
I mean,
Hey,
it's
Dan.
an aesthetic.
Pinky's Funhouse is
Okie dokie. Missed that, Dan.
She's
Sorry, we got
nicer than you.
We got cut off, Dan. I didn't hear what you said. Dan, didn't hear what you said, mate. Oh, look. Look, it's our mate Emma. Oh, no. I've got a feeling this is going to be... Hello?
John!
Nope.
The fastest cut-off finger in the West is what you got here, guys. It's the fastest cut-off finger in the West. Don't mess with me. Yeah.
Emma Caution.
Emma Caution. Emma Caution.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? What a lovely thrill to look over and see your name popped up on the screen.
Oh, I was just watching the stream and then I was like, oh, I'll try and give him a call because I've just finished work and I thought I would. How are
doing,
you?
Emma? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm hot. It's very hot in here. And Kath won't let me take off all my clothes, like the
After
song.
last time, God.
Sorry about that. I didn't realise it was that loose. But yeah, good. How are you? Where are you allowed to tell us where you've just been working?
Oh, I'm just doing podcast stuff now completely. So at home, just working from home, editing.
Is that with Jeff? Are you doing that with Jeff, or is this because I know you're doing stuff with Jeff?
Yeah, I still do Jeff and Ed Miliband's thing. So I'll be doing that again the weekend. I was doing comedy stuff, so I was doing Pappy's.
Oh, I love Pappy's.
Oh yeah, so they do like a weekly. We've been doing like daily stuff for them for lockdown and all this sort of stuff. So I'm working with them loads.
I'll send them my best. I haven't seen them for ages.
Oh, they're really they're doing so well.
Yeah.
And I do loads of podcasty stuff, so I'm just messing about with that, and then it just means I end up working till late because because sometimes
There's
you
no
need
cleaners
to.
turning up and putting the chairs up, reminding you that you have a life outside work.
Yeah, what's life? What are those?
Emma, am I right? The first time I met you was when you came and volunteered to help out at a show I was doing at the Hen and Chickens.
Had we met before that? I came and helped. Yeah, I came. I
can't remember if we had
that.
Huh?
I remember her being there.
Yeah.
It was shows. You were doing. You did. I was the usher for it because because the tickets ran out, and so I sent you a message saying,
that was it.
"Oh, if any tickets come up, or if you need a hand with anything, let me know." And because it was like a 5-minute walk from my house. Beautiful. And then, and then because we went for a meal afterwards, didn't we?
Yeah. I think that was the first time that we'd met. We didn't meet at LBC, did we? You never came in.
No, we met at a student radio conference.
Okay. That might have been first.
Yeah, I think it was probably that. And then we were all, me and loads of students were drunk afterwards and phoned up when you were at Absolute.
Yes. Hey, that wasn't the student radio thing where I did a really dumb competition. I said, right, the first person to come up on stage.
And like everyone went mad. Yeah, it was that one.
And I think some guy really hurt himself, like to come up on stage. I don't even know what you won, a T-shirt or I don't know what it was. And
I think it was to touch you got to something. Yeah, someone really like properly went over there.
Did their leg in?
It was like Hertfordshire, like uni building thing, and there was like some awards that you were hosting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I've got a selfie from that years ago.
Good.
Somewhere.
But you're well and everything is all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's madness, isn't it, all this lockdown stuff?
I want COVID over, but COVID ain't going to be over for ages. But it's me and Kath are talking about the effect it's having, not necessarily obviously on our kids. Maybe our kids aren't showing that they're being impacted, but the things that we see, like not being able to go away on holiday, your kid going to school.
I saw it today. My eldest had to go to school to be shown, the sort of new regime, and they were all given like individual times to be there because they could only go around one at a time. And the way she walked through to the door of school, I could tell for the first time that she was feeling kind of nervous about it. And then she came out absolutely bouncing and saying, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be fine. And there's me thinking, oh my God, this is such a shame. But she's going to be all right. It's not right though, is it?
It's not right. And I just want it over. But I think I'm more
nervous about this, the sort of slow, unsure unlocking than I am about the lockdown, though, because I just like, at least if you're told to be at home, you know to be at home. Whereas this kind of, you can go out, but you shouldn't go out. But there's like, you can have household and bubbles and things.
And this new thing about now it's going to be, when do I have to wear a mask? So if you're going in to pick something up, takeaway, you don't have to wear the mask. But if you're going to sit down to, you do have to wear the mask. But if you're going to sit down to eat, you don't. That could be the same place.
If I'm going into a building, that is not my house, I'm putting a mask on. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Emma, we have to go because we're gonna talk about the Somers boys.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do a beautiful raid. But it's really nice to talk to you. Give us a call again.
Need to speak to you. All right, I will do.
See you later.
Thank you.
Take care. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. I'm going to close the Skype for tonight. What lovely calls from the majority of people. Listen, we've got sponsors, and one of them is Somers Waste Solutions, and may God bless them, right? Because they're big fans of the show that we did before. And I kind of mentioned that we're looking for sponsors to come on and support the show and help make it possible for us to do this. And they were one of the first people that got in touch and said, yeah, sure, we'll have some of this. So thank you. If you're interested in getting your logo up on the screen and having us talk about your show, then send me an email, Late Night Alternative. It's just coming up now, latenightalternative@gmail.com. We will never have more than 4. So we've got 2 companies at the moment. It looks like we might be introducing a third next week. And we're quite picky as well. We've turned a couple of people down. But we will never have more than 4. So, you're not going to... I hope Somers Waste Solution feel that you're getting the beautiful attention that you guys deserve.
Well, I'll tell you something, Somers. Every time we start talking about you, there are clamours. There's a clamour in the chat for some cat action because everyone loves this guy, who is, of course, your Ersatz boss. Oh no, he's the actual boss, isn't he?
Somers in the city. I'm trying to think of songs that we can do. SommersWasteSolutions.com. Okay, so we know the name.
That's Bob the cat.
We
Bob
know the cat, and
hangs out there.
We know the website. Who the hell are these Somers guys you keep talking about?
They're a family business. They have national coverage, so no job is too big or too small. Highly flexible. They can cover food waste, clinical waste
solutions,
hazardous waste, confidential waste,
naughty waste.
They can bring you a skip if that's what you want. Just have a conversation with them. They're the kind of one-stop shop for anything you want to get rid of.
They're pretty sure they can save you money, and they can almost definitely increase your green credentials, which saves the planet, saves my kids. And let's be honest, it looks good for you as well. Part of it is you can say we've got really good green credentials, increased recycling, brilliant customer services. They're really, really nice people.
And also that daunting stuff, legal compliance, they can give you peace of mind on that.
We are not advertising any a-holes. If we meet people and go, I didn't think I like them, we ain't going to do it.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
SommersWasteSolutions.com are good. If you do get in touch with any of the companies that you hear me and Katherine talking about, then please mention that you heard it from us. We're going to do a raid, guys. We're going to do a raid. I really recommend sticking around. I know some of you kind of leave for the raid, but do stick around because it's lovely. You might find someone.
You might find your next favourite stream. After hours, of course.
I will say straight after this, Tuesday's show will be available on the YouTube. And in a couple of hours, Tuesday's Best of podcast will be available on iTunes, on Spotify, on all of your usual podcast things. Like, subscribe and share. It really, really helps us. Yeah, we're making some money out of the Twitch. We're making some money out of the Twitch, but just simply by liking the YouTube channel and subscribing to that and subscribing to the podcast, it really helps us out.
Yeah, massive support. So thank you.
Thanks, guys. Right, so we find a raid. Do you want to explain? Because I invented raids.
Well, it's a concept that, obviously we came up with completely by ourselves. It came to us in a dream, actually, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Musical accompaniment and harps of angels and all that gobbins. So what we're going to do now is have a look into
the future of your mind.
Twitch. All the different people on Twitch. There are people doing like gaming, there are people chatting, there are people cooking, there are people painting, there are people doing crazy things, and there are people doing normal things in a fascinating way. But some of them haven't got much of an audience. So what we're trying to do is bring some of the positivity that we try to engender in this stream to someone else. And, we've shown in the last few days you can really make someone's week. So we're going to find someone interesting. I mean, I don't know how we're going to get more interesting than Pinky, but we'll certainly give it a try.
So let's have a little look. What I want is they've got to be speaking English. You've got a lot of Koreans and a lot of Russians on here. So we want to find someone who is an English speaker. We don't want to raid a kid because I think that's not really fair. I think that's a little inappropriate. We want someone who you can see on camera. Are you looking at that?
Yes, I am.
Are you looking at that? Don't go in and tell them we're going to raid. This is just an advert. We have to sit through this advert. Please don't go in and say you're about to be raided because it kind of ruins it.
And also, don't go in and be horrible.
Yeah,
the whole point is
don't be.
To spread a little bit of positivity.
Don't be. And if you like the person, follow. This is a really nice way of finding new channels, what we call content, that you might enjoy.
Hey, you know what? It might also give you ideas for what you might like to do if you've not had a go yourself. So let's have a look. Oh, wow. He's gone to town with the effects and everything. He's over some pink Oh, no, it's a city of pinkness.
Let's have a little...
Yeah, you'd be surprised. So, I hope the delay isn't actually screwing you guys up. If there are any problems with the screen, let us know. We always appreciate the feedback here.
Okay,
so this is a young man
which is
who's hosting a quiz.
Which is the
who's hosting a quiz. I hope this doesn't ruin the quiz. I don't want to ruin the quiz for him, but
I think you might be about to make his night.
I think so. Listen, I'm totally following this. I'm totally going to follow this. Thank you so much for taking part in tonight's show. We stick around in the room for a few minutes afterwards just to see how it goes down. If anyone wants to clip the raid, if it's particularly delightful, then you'd be very welcome to. Look,
and don't forget, if you clip something from our show and it gets more than 5,000 likes, you could win yourself views. You will get yourself some merch.
Yeah, first 5 people that get clips that get over 5,000 views, we'll send you a T-shirt of your choice. Thank you to the mods. Bit tough the first hour, mods, but you did brilliantly. Thank you. Your work is keeping this channel safe from white supremacy. Can't believe it, but it is. So you're actually doing a really, really important job. Thank you. We will be back tomorrow night at 9. Enjoy the raid.
Night.